If Love and Gogi is wrong, I don't want to be right.
What would Socrates say to that?
It tickles my fancy.
Okay.
Okay.
Goosies.
I don't have hair.
Oof.
You got Marcos.
That's not. No, that's not.
Wait.
Yeah.
That's true. You do got me. Get over here, Marcus. Let me lick you.
They don't want it. Tobin and Leroy, ready to deploy. Had to hit her with a little journalism, but that was a decoy. Better have about me, boy. Okay. Leroy and Tobin, hold to the show, man. Still to the songs with the show, and till then is half moon open. Sometimes go taste like a snowman. No proof I'm alive by the motor. No proof. Like I always wanted him, I never hated him, I never traded him, and if I did, I never ever traded him. You know what? What is a star? Like another city, the driver's side floor. Just like a large, so many more. 10 in the more, never a bar. 8, 10 in the more, 2 to the P. Nothing to you, but it's something to me. Handsome as ever, and cute as can be. You can watch us on YouTube with view for free. Ay. This one time for the Twitch. This one time for the text. This one time for the phone line. Whole time wonder what they gonna do next.
You know, I just wish you guys would stop the quibbling.
Good morning, everybody, and welcome on in. It is Tobin and Leroy here with you on 560 WQAM. Hello, Leroy.
What's up?
How are you, buddy? Did you have a good weekend?
Oh man, let me tell you. Watched a good golf tournament. Watched the comeback of the year
Crazy.
for the Marlins.
Win of the year. Needed it.
Win the series against the Yankees.
Yep.
Love that. It was
Send all.
I'm gonna tell you what. We were there on Friday. Thank you to the Marlins. That was awesome.
Great
Got to
time.
hang out with some folks. We had some fun. But it was a bit too many Yankees fans.
Oh, infested, dude. Infested.
Like, come on. Hey,
like cockroaches
Marlins
all
fans,
over the place.
We got to do better than that. We got to do better than that. We can't be drowned out by the
Do you know there's nobody I hated more than the guy who came to Lone Depot Park dressed as a judge? Powdered wig, robe. That guy is there just to see Aaron Judge hit home runs. He saw Aaron Judge hit a home run. I hate that guy.
Wait a minute. It looked like we was going to get a couple balls because them balls were hit deep.
Dude, I hate that.
We all went to the rail like, oh, we about to get one.
I hate that guy. And yes, we have been overrun even more so. It's always been a thing down here where you have the New York fan, the Boston fan, the Philly fan that'll come to see their teams play. But it's been like almost revamped because of how many Northeasterners have moved down here over the last few years. It's something. It's something.
And can I just say this? There's a rule. Listen, I'm no super fan, but there's a rule. I have a rule. I don't care if you wear your team's jersey or whatever. Okay. But some of these New Yorkers were just wearing anything New York. We had some Mets jerseys going by. I'm like, that's not acceptable. That is not acceptable. You can't just wear New York stuff.
Yeah, I'm sure that person maybe that person was there to root against. I saw some Boston fans that just said anybody but the Yankees. So I guess they were rooting for the Marlins. But I'm with you. You go to a game, wear the gear of the people in the game, dude.
Right.
What are we doing? Pick a team.
What are we doing?
That being said, get an old Jake Burger. Give you a walk-off yesterday. You got that call yesterday, Marcos?
Clean cut Jake Burger.
The 2-1 pitch to Jake Burger is swung on! Line drive! Left field! There's some magic in Miami! Jake Burger with a walk-off winner for the Marlins! They score 5 times in the bottom of the 9th inning! Oh, they're going crazy!
Oh, good call by Kyle Seeloff there. There it is. Magic City, dude. They got it going on.
Yeah, it was something because at the start of that inning. Now, by the way, let me give a little hands up for Josh Bell, who was moving rather quickly around those bases.
He had a big tater tot
for a portly fella.
I don't know. What is your deal with Josh Bell? I feel like you would love Josh Bell, and you fat shamed him and voice shamed him all in the span of a week.
No. I like him. No, I think he's awesome. But come on. The voice didn't catch you off guard?
I didn't think it was that weird.
All right.
It didn't, but maybe we got to get him on this week. We gotta discuss.
Oh, come on.
Why? He's your favorite player.
No, Jazz is.
Jazz is your favorite player.
Yeah.
All right. Well, look, Marlins take 2 out of 3 from the Yankees. They got a complete game from Sandman on Saturday.
Ooh.
So a big
Hey,
series win for the Fish.
he was throwing 98, 99 in the 9th inning. I was like, oh my goodness.
Yep.
Picking off the bottom. And it's very rare for Sandy to get that many strikeouts. He's a contact pitcher, but he keeps it down in the zone normally. But he struck out. I think he struck out 9? I want to say. Maybe 10. Not sure, but he's got more complete games. He got 4 more complete games than anybody in the last couple of years.
Yeah, he is. He's a horse. I mean, that's what we're used to, and he has been mostly on track, I would say, than since after the All-Star break.
Yep.
They did ruin Yuri Perez, though. Ruined him.
Broke him. Maybe his arm is tired, dude.
Oh, now it's tired.
I'm just saying, I don't know.
Why would his arm be tired now? Makes no sense. He just had a month off.
He didn't have a month off. He was pitching.
Dude, he barely pitched. He had like 2 little 3-inning stints against single layers.
All right.
Child's play. He was striking out like 7 out of 9 guys. Then he comes back and it's like, oh, these major league guys are good. Oh, shocking. You give him a couple sparring matches, he's not ready for the fight. Whatever. I'm quibbling. They won the series. That's the big deal. I'm not going to dwell on this anymore. Meanwhile, the Pinks. Greatest show on the pitch, dude. Greatest show. 4 goals. They win 4-0. Moving on to the semifinals. And Lionel Messi, he scored just for good measure. He didn't have to score. We just for the fans. Tack it on, dude.
for the what do you say? For the kids.
For the people who came from Messi.
Boom. Messi loved the kids.
Messi loved the kids. So he goes out there and he puts on a goal. Not as average. He usually scores 2 goals a game, but game was in hand. Only one goal for Messi, but listen, here for the Pinks. One thing I know, we don't need Neymar, dude. Dude's a coward. Going to that Saudi team that offered him $100 million. You know what? Go. See ya.
Wait a minute.
See ya, Neymar.
Wait a minute.
Promise breaker.
You were talking about Mbappe saying no. And you were
saying,
Mbappe. Why would he not take the money?
Another one, Mbappe. Oh, I want to leave. Boo. I'll take an extension. Yeah, all right, dude. Hey, we see you. All of a sudden, he wants to stay with PSG. I know what the P stands for. Phony.
Wow.
Hey. We were in the right-hand lane, but we took a left.
Yeah.
Because Marcos,
I was so scared.
Wait, how many of us say, oh, Phony? That's
yeah,
right.
but that was my next dude. I was like, oh, this is right.
Hey, why can't I hear him now?
No, he did this to himself.
Those headlines brought to you by. Oh, season.
Those headlines. Where you were talking?
Those headlines brought to you by the new Palmetto Ford Truck Super Center. Why buy your truck at a car store? Palmetto Ford.
We know trucks. I've never met a guy that turns off his mic more during the segment than you.
I've never met a guy who talks off mic more than you. So, we're a perfect pair. Jeez.
I mean, I'm a talker. I'm a professional talker. I talk all times.
Yeah.
What you want to do?
No. I mean, actually, like while you're on the radio, you talk away from the microphone. It's a crazy thing.
At least
I just wish you guys would stop the quibbling.
Take a quick break. Get into some Dolphins coming up next.
pressure, still got what you're looking for.
Welcome back. Tobin and Leroy here with you on 560 WQAM. Take you up until 2 here on the show. Big sports weekend down here in Miami. It was fun being out at the Marlins game. While that was going on, Dolphins preseason game number 1 was going on. Oof, 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 oof. What was it, Joe? How was that game? Woo! Tua?
Oof.
Yeah. I mean, dude, that was a bad game.
What did you expect with 30 of your guys not playing?
It was, I mean, pretty much that. I mean, but it was, I think, even somehow worse just because of how it ended. It's like, how do we make this even look worse than this has already been, where there's no offensive movement, especially in the red zone where things are getting terrible. And then let's just add on top of it, giving up a punt return touchdown and for good measure, a pick six.
Yeah.
Nervous about this backup QB spot?
No, because let me explain something to you. I don't care what team you go to that has a clear QB1. They're all nervous that they have to use their backup quarterback. That's why he's a backup quarterback. So you hope that your starter stays healthy, but if not, then you know you're gonna have some issues. That's what throughout all of football, not just here. So the fact that we sitting here having this giant conversation about the backup quarterback, maybe it's because Tua's been hurt the last couple of years.
It's definitely a part of it.
It is, but I would say more importantly, a backup QB competition with 30 guys out doesn't do them any justice either. How can you get a true evaluation?
I think that's a totally fair thing to say. They're not going to go in there with half a deck. That being said,
yeah, I mean, because if Skylar Thompson has to play, he playing with Tyreek and Jalen Waddle.
Yeah, but he did last year too, and it wasn't great.
Okay.
Secondly, last year in the preseason, he was the ultimate chicken salad.
No, I don't.
He made chicken salad out of chicken bleep. That's what he did last year. That's all Skylar Thompson did. You gave him chicken bleep. He goes, guess what? Chicken salad. That's what he did in the preseason. And then this one, poops the bed.
Marcos is like,
just give him my point. Let's move on.
No.
What do you mean?
No.
Oh, dude.
No, that was terrible.
Okay, dude. All right.
Listen, I give you your flowers for the phony because it caught us off guard. Quite hilarious. But no, not the chicken. No.
It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous.
No.
It's unfair.
And listen, if you have to ask for a +1, then it's probably always going to be a -1.
That's not fair. I mean, like,
you could stop begging.
You're a bully. You bully him.
I'm not bullying. The rules are the rules. You can't ask for your own +1.
Ridiculous. But Mike White, turnover in the end zone, not great. Don't do that.
Yeah.
Skylar Thompson throwing a pick six when you're in your own when you're backed up in your own territory. Don't do that. You did that last year. Ruined the playoffs.
And that, but here, if I may, that's why they're backups. You understand this, right?
Yeah, but you want to know something? I'm getting a little sick of bringing in the local kid who can't hack it. We did this with Bridgewater.
No.
We did
you
this with
dude.
Now we do it with Mike
because
White.
When they brought those guys in, you were excited. So stop.
And now all of a sudden, Skylar Thompson, he read his own press clippings. He thought he was going to walk in here.
In the preseason game?
Yeah, I thought he was going to walk in here. That's where he flourished. We all learned the name Skylar Thompson because what did he do last year? When nobody was looking, all of a sudden he was lighting it up in the preseason. Him and Eazy-E. Azukama still showed up. You see Azukama? Pretty nifty. He was doing some things. Little flip pass to him. Phew, making some things happen. Devon A-Chain looks good. It's not like the game didn't have its good. Cam Smith, even though he got hurt, big plays. The Rooks showed up, dude. All right? Good looks from the Rooks. But the backup QBs, Jesus.
What are you doing? Stop trying.
Oof.
You're trying too hard right
I'm
now.
not trying too hard. In fact, I don't think they're trying hard enough.
Wait, good looks from the Rooks?
Good looks from the Rooks, dude. You can't deny good looks from the Marcos. Would you not say it was good looks from the Rooks?
Yes, the rookie players looked good. I do.
Okay, boom.
I do agree.
Agree with me.
So, but here's the deal. Don't make nothing of it. I just think with 30 guys out, you are literally seeing guys that a lot of the guys are trying to earn a spot. I didn't watch any of the game. How'd the O-line look?
It looked aight. I mean, in the early goings of it, Mike McDaniel was pleased with Eichenberg. You got Mike McDaniel on Eichenberg?
Oh, we got time?
Here's Meichenberg.
He had a cool week because he had some really good things and some things that frustrated him. And what I saw was a deliberate approach, better technique than last year, and
Worse.
He played not scared and learned from the practice. Because you're so what I fear is that things happen to players at any position, and that thing doesn't make you better. And a lot of for offensive linemen, like shoot, you get beat on a up and under, and then now you're setting short for the rest of the week. So that play made you worse. What I saw was that work week actually make him better, and I thought he performed very well in the game.
I can tell you what happens to players, and I can't say that during the course of my career it didn't happen to me. Is that it sometimes gets so overwhelming with what you're trying to learn, what you're trying to how you're trying to perform, what you're trying to do, what's expected of you, to the point where you get afraid to play, right? So you're trying so hard to do everything right that when you turn on the film, it looks like you're doing nothing. And it takes a while sometimes to get in a position where you just shut up, relax, and play. And put in the work during the week, and then use the abilities that you have, good or bad, to perform. And so when you talk about young guys and how they progressively get worse, it's almost they're trying too hard to be too perfect.
Mm.
And it comes across as this guy is not doing anything. And like I said, I told you a bunch of times, my coach would say, hit somebody, even if it's the wrong guy. Right.
Yeah.
So if you don't know what to do whatever you do with confidence.
It's like Rocky Balboa. They told him to hit the one in the middle when he saw three of them. What? That's the what? That's what
it doesn't apply. It doesn't apply here, but
it does.
Trying to use Rocky for all our life lessons.
It's deep, dude.
Dude, that's what Mickey told Rocky when he saw three Apollos. Hit the one in the middle.
Attaboy.
Call me Mick.
Great. Nothing says I'm a redneck more than getting life lessons from Rocky or WWE.
I'm telling you, dude. Look, I mean, he hasn't given up on Eichenberg. Beautiful story. And you know what?
Give him, listen, I get why everybody's frustrated with players at times, right? Because where they drafted him, you think he should be better than he is. But every step you take in football, from high school to college, from college to NFL, there's a level of maturity that you need to get to be able to go on the field and play. Just for everybody. Some guys have so much talent that you can put them on the field and you don't even care if they know what they're doing or not. certain positions are not like that. Offensive line is not like that. You got to work with others.
Mm-hmm.
Your technique has to be good, or you screw the guy next to you. And so it's a different dynamic there that sometimes it requires more development than others. And that's where the nervous part comes in, or the uncertain part, and you look even worse. So what Mike is basically saying is he's gotten to the point where he can confidently go out and play. And if he makes a mistake, he can then fall back on his training and his techniques to just keep moving forward.
All right, dude. But like, it's been long enough. Enough of the nervous Nellies.
How long has it been
for him? This is year 3. You know,
okay.
enough of the nervous Nellies. A little more Eminem.
What's Eminem?
Mature and ball.
Okay.
That's what I need him to do.
I get it. I understand that. I mean that, and that's great coming from you, but that ain't the reality of it.
Well, then good. I'll move on. I'll move on to somebody else.
Okay.
Find somebody else.
And that's
Give me
fine.
Isaiah Wynn. All right.
That's fine. Like, but you think that they don't look at all these situations and have a better idea or more in-depth idea of who's going in the right direction and who's going to be better at doing it?
I mean, I know a lot of times he's facing the wrong direction.
That's never good.
Never good. But that being said,
I've never, when I get the football, I never want to be making eye contact with one of my linemen. And I'm more than sure that's the same for a quarterback. If you drop back to pass and you looking at your left tackle, duck.
that being said, look, he was, they did play better, so that's good. The young guy, I think that the big thing is the rookies played good, and then your second year guys, draft picks in Ezukama and Channing Tindall played good. So you're seeing development from them. That's great.
It's called progression. It's called progression. Like, it happens, man. Why do we expect it to happen as soon as they put on the uniform?
Because some rookies are good.
Yes, some are. Some require more development. That's all I'm saying. Like, I thought I was clear, but clearly I wasn't.
I know, but that's kind of your answer to everything. If a guy's not good, you're like, oh, maybe he'll get better later.
No. And I've been critical of Noah Igbenogany. Why? Because
picked off Tua yesterday.
Yeah, but here's the deal.
Pick 6.
I said, you know what? You can't be a first round pick and be inactive. There's got to be something you can do on a football field until you learn your craft.
I'm just surprised after all these years that Tua hasn't learned. You throw it near he's going to pick off your thrower.
What's going on? What is going on today?
Well, I'm just saying, like, you would think he would know after all these years together.
I think
he would know.
I think he's probably going. Who's that?
He's been. I mean, listen, he's flashing, dude.
He's
you know flashing.
What? So if it works out and he becomes a contributor, are we going to just chalk it up to being young and having to develop?
Nah, Fangs, dude. Fangs fixed him.
But that's still part of the development. The coach you bring in. Maybe the system fits him better. I don't know. I just know to expect all rookies to come in and be perfect right away is crazy.
Yeah, but sometimes you don't know when the vampire hunts. And it's clearly that Noah Igbenogany, he's got his fangs with him, you know? He's part of the Fang gang.
Quickly, Marcos.
They only hunt at night. They can't hunt during the day. You know exactly when they hunt.
-1.
That's why that's why he wears a visor, dude.
Really? And the sun's not scorching his skin?
Nope.
Is he a what do they call a half breed?
Possibly.
Where they could go in the daytime?
Vic Fangio does look like a vampire, and he's still out there in the daytime. He's got that hat.
It's like Blade. It's half and half.
Take a quick break. Back after this.
What are we
Previously.
doing?
And 5 minutes until you're a champion. And it was like some UFC Rocky. Oh, bleep. Oh, sorry.
Dolphins
right. Welcome back. Tobin and Leroy here with you on 560 WQAM. Take you up until 2 here on the show. Get back on the Dolphins in just a bit. But the big news this morning, I woke up to Shams bomb, and it was James Harden in China calling out Daryl Morey and calling him a liar, and that he will never, ever be part of an organization that he's part of. If you guys didn't see it, here's the clip that has gone viral this morning of James Harden making a stink.
Daryl Morey is a liar, and I will never be a part of an organization that he's a part of. Let me say that again. Daryl Morey is a liar, and I will never be a part of an organization that he's a part of.
Wow. There you go.
Where was this?
In China.
Yikes.
He's on tour right now in China, and he just put it out there. If you didn't see over the weekend, Woj reported that the 76ers had stopped trade talks of James Harden, and James Harden, it was then reported, is not going to show up to training camp. And so now you have this of him on video calling Daryl Morey a liar and that he never wants to be part of an organization. And the thing that makes this juicy is these guys used to be tied at the hip. Like Daryl Morey would take out, he would put out Twitter campaigns. He would take out newspaper ads about James Harden being the best player in the league, being an all-time NBA player. I mean, really went up and defended James Harden left and right. He got him to Philadelphia after a short stint in Brooklyn. And because it seems like Daryl Morey has perhaps gone back on his word with giving expected money to James Harden after he took a haircut last year, it now appears that the relationship is irreparably damaged, Leroy. Ergo, James Harden making a stink.
Yeah, I see that.
This is greatness right here. Watching James Harden make a stink is like, bless you, Leroy, like watching Tiger on the golf course.
Yeah.
Or, Jordan on the hardwood.
Yep.
Watching him do his thing, masterclass.
He is the GOAT at making a stink. I cannot deny greatness there. He'll never be as good as Dwyane Wade. He may never win an NBA championship. But if you need to mess things up and make things uncomfortable, he is. There's nobody better.
He's your guy.
There's nobody better. There's nobody better. Maybe Terrell Owens. Maybe. But I think James Harden
ain't doing no sit-ups in this driveway.
James Harden has actually gone the opposite. He wears fat suits. This guy.
Question.
Yeah.
Does he have a legitimate complaint? So I would say making a stink is a lot different than putting factual evidence, putting facts out there. So if you understand why he said what he said, is he wrong?
Oh, just because you're making a stink doesn't make you wrong.
Okay.
Making a stink
I just think making a stink is you don't care what you got to do, you're getting out of that situation.
Right. Well, it's kind of what he's doing though. Like when you that's calling.
Does Morey play a role in this?
Oh, for sure. I'm sure he did. I'm sure he did. And I'm not even.
This is not coming from nowhere.
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
No, I don't think it is.
That's my point. Is that he doesn't like for somebody to come out and say something like this and then say, "Let me repeat myself."
Can I repeat myself?
Yes.
Just in case it's lost in translation.
Right. But he didn't put out details as to why.
He did put out something that I thought was interesting, though. Other than that video where he made it very clear that he was upset, he also put out this diss track.
Daryl Morey is a liar.
Wow.
Solana is a baby.
Daryl Morey is a liar.
He's a liar. I mean, that's because this guy he's touched them all. I mean, the guy's hit the cycle of making a stink, you know?
he's hit the cycle.
I mean, he has dogged it. He has worn a fat suit. He has blamed his weird teammates. And now he's basically taken out his former number one public ally because Daryl Morey effed with his money. And James Harden is not taking it well. Not taking it well. I'm not even saying I blame James Harden, but it is something like to put it that boldly in the public is like, I think Daryl Morey thought
for a guy who we don't know is being outspoken, right?
No.
So this is coming from somewhere. I would like to know the whole story because this is pretty like for a player to come out and be this, definitive about his feelings towards somebody in his own organization. There's got to be a backstory to this.
Well, I think the backstory is, I mean, if I had to jump to conclusions, I would say he took his haircut last year so they could get PJ Tucker and then thought, you're going to take care of me, right? And Daryl Morey's like, he's old. He's fat. He's not quite the same. Can I give this guy $200 million or can I give him whatever it would be? And look, if you are running an organization, I understand you saying that, would I invest in him? The problem with that is that's your guy. That's your guy. You told you take care of him. And so if you go back, that's a snake move by Daryl Morey.
It kind of has the feeling of D Wade.
Yes, in a way, but D Wade, I would say like with James Harden, even with James, here's
Harden
the thing
wants a max. D Wade didn't even want a max.
No, I think D Wade wanted a max, but I think the thing that's a little different from this is like Daryl Morey's been so public with his defense. Like Pat Riley, we always know Pat Riley's cold-blooded, right? I wasn't happy with Pat Riley doing what he did to Wade, but like I couldn't imagine Pat Riley telling Wade, hey, I'm gonna take care of you. I think that Wade was under the assumption Pat Riley would take care of him because he's Dwyane Wade.
Why wouldn't he be? Wouldn't he be?
Why I'm not blaming him for it. I think that if you told me Daryl Morey actually lied to James Harden's face, I would believe that.
Right.
Like if you told me Pat Riley said, oh, D Wade, I'm going to always take care of you. I don't believe that. I think Pat Riley would be like, we'll see. Because he's Pat Riley.
Right. But, that when you play those games, you know what I mean?
Yep.
When you play, it's like the quarterback that takes less money so that you could go put talent around him and you don't.
Well, here's the thing. Even D Wade, as mad as he was at Pat, always said when he left, he's like, am I surprised? Not really. It's Pat. He's cold-blooded. But when Pat, like D Wade never came out and called Pat Riley a liar.
Right.
Never said that he wasn't a man of his word.
I'm just saying is very similar situations where a player thinks he's going to get taken care of by the organization, and then that time that bill is due, and they say no, we're not.
Whew.
But for him, right? I mean, I think it almost seems like Harden opted in per the request of Daryl Morey because they were tight and they were going to work something out and trade him or whatever. Here's where the monkey wrench, I think, got thrown into the whole plan. He wanted to go back to Houston, and Houston said no.
Yeah, that's the word. There were Houston rumors going back to last year. He thought that he was going to go back to Houston, and the word was that Ime Udoka was like, Ime Udoka is a defensive coach, and he's James Harden.
Which
so
you are you're signing up for the donut on the defensive end,
right? And so especially to give him the money, even though like you could like paying Fred VanVleet and Dylan Brooks as much as they did, as opposed to paying James Harden,
Right. Like you can't make it, you can't take a stand on James Harden. At least you know what you're getting with James Harden.
Right.
Those other two guys, you're paying them a lot and you're probably asking them to do more than they can.
But either way,
as far as on the defensive end and the offensive end.
right. So it either came from you didn't give me the max deal that I thought I was going to get when I came here after I took a haircut, or now you're being a pain in the ass and you won't trade me. You know, like it's one of the two. But either way, he's put it out. The guy is the Michelangelo of making a stink.
Well, here's the problem. You know who the next comments are going to come from?
Daryl Morey.
Embiid.
Oh, I don't know. I don't know.
Does he like Harden? He's been public by saying that ain't OKC James Harden we getting.
Yeah, he said he's not Houston James Harden anymore.
Harden.
He did say recently, I think, that like, no, we want him back, and he was very open to having him back in camp. But now it's at this point, you know, we'll see. But I gotta imagine there's no way that Joel Embiid's not thinking to himself, man, is this organization ever going to get things right around me? Which, just to give a spoiler alert to Joel Embiid, they won't. But
he says you're giving a spoiler alerts
just so he knows. That being said, this is what I miss. This is what I want a Dame to do, baby. I need him to take some notes.
The league got on him.
Nah, I need him to just fines be damned. I need him to go out there and hose down Cronin. Needs to.
That's not who he is, though.
Harden should do it for him. They should link up.
The circumstances can't make you live your life outside of who you are.
Sure, they can.
No, they can't. No.
Just make
if you're not a guy that calls people out, if you're not a guy that makes a stink like that, then you're never going to be that guy. There's nothing wrong with that.
You need to just rip the Band-Aid off.
I will say this. The people that handle situations like Dame, the people that handle situations like D Wade, the people that, organization first, team player, do all the things necessary to make sure the team is equipped to make a run for a championship. In the end, those guys never get taken care of. Like it's unbelievable how this works. You want a company guy, but when it's your turn to be a company guy, you ain't that guy.
Speaking of company guys, we will get to. There was an interesting development with the Heat this weekend, which we will get into. Lots more. Messi, he was awesome this week. Plenty to react to from the weekend. D Wade will listen back to some of his speech as well. Back after this.
Previously,
Morey is a liar.
Houston James Harden, but that's not who he is anymore.
Listen to Messi.
It's our Tua. It's our Tua. It's our Tua. Tua, Tua, Tua. Tagovailoa. Not
Tua Tagovailoa.
A for effort. Dolphins quarterback.
Tua.
It's our Tua. It's our Tua.
Tua.
Tua, Tua, Tua. Tua, Tua, Tua. Can go to hell. Tua Tagovailoa. Dolphins quarterback.
Daddy loves you guys.
Our Tua with Tobin and Leroy.
Check the history of
Tua the program now. Tobin and Leroy here with you, taking you up until 2 o'clock.
Marco, you got a fresh cut?
Thursday, Friday, last Friday, I think. Yeah.
You weren't here.
What do you mean? I was here.
What day were you?
Friday.
Here?
Friday was Friday. Yeah.
Okay.
Thursday, I was here until 12.
Oh, that's it. Okay, got you. How is Baby Tadpole?
Good, but Baby Tadpole pulled the old Uno reverse card and was like, "Here you go, Mom." And now Mom's sick too.
That's how it rolls. That's what they do. They're disgusting. I love them though.
Love them.
Love them. It's a blessing.
Don't worry. You'll be cleaning snot out of that nose for the next 6-7 years.
Get one of those turkey basters, reverse turkey basters.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I was everything. I had the straw to mouth thing. I was very scared. Very scared.
Oh no.
I don't trust that one. I don't.
Let's get to some headlines brought to you by the new Palmetto Ford Truck Super Center. Why buy your truck at a car store? Palmetto Ford.
We know trucks.
Tua Tagovailoa. He reportedly had one of his worst practices of the training camp. He had 3 interceptions during 11-on-11s. No pads yesterday, though. Noah Igbenogany had a pick 6. Javon Holland got him. Deshaun Elliott got him. And Channing Tindall had a nice breakup on him as well after he led the team in tackles in the preseason opener. Dolphins getting back on the practice field. Got on there a few minutes ago, so they continue on. There wasn't a scheduled practice. McCochin added that practice. He said he didn't want guys too rusty having 4 days off after giving basically 30 guys the game off. So,
and guess what? They look sloppy.
They look sloppy Joes.
Which means like maybe you should be playing.
Maybe.
You're not I just there's a fine line between having a team who's mature enough to have a bunch of time off and a team that needs to keep at it, right? This is only the second year, right? You're still building something. You're still growing. I just think that maybe all the time off is we're not there yet.
Yeah, I mean, we saw some like Patrick Mahomes play this weekend, right? Trevor Lawrence, other guys could go out. It's not like I think Derek Carr got some run this weekend. So not everybody went completely cold this week.
Right, and it's all, this is all new systems, all new teams, except for Patrick Mahomes, because Andy Reid has always done that. He plays the first 2 and they sit the last one.
So Dolphins will be back at it. They're taking on the Texans this week, Saturday at 4. Here's a little bit of Mike McDaniel. Mike McDaniel was asked about the recovery of Keon Cross and Tanner Connor because we haven't seen much of them lately. And he's got things to say about age and recovery. This is what Mike McDaniel had to say.
Tanner Connor on the PUP list. I believe he was participating in spring workouts, but now he's been on PUP for going on 4 weeks. What happened with him? Is that something that will lead into the regular season? And the same thing with Keon Cross. I know you said he's going to recover fast, but it's been 3 weeks, 4 weeks since we saw him.
Yeah, it's all relative, my friend. Okay, so recovering fast is recovering faster than other people would. And, time is relative. I believe I'm older than you, so a week is technically shorter for me relative to my life.
What?
What?
Dude? What?
The only thing that he knows is that he knows nothing.
I was
Dude,
like,
can I just when you listen to a Mike McDaniel presser, do you feel like you need to have a bottle of Jack next to you? You do feel like you should be having some type of cocktail, getting ready for the entertainment, right?
Can you run this back? I'm very.
What does he mean by that?
I mean, what?
So confused.
That's something that will lead into the regular season. And the same thing with Keon Cross. I know you said he's going to recover fast, but it's been 3 weeks, 4 weeks since we saw him.
Yeah, it's all relative, my friend. Okay, so recovering fast is recovering faster than other people would. And, time is relative. I believe I'm older than you, so a week is technically shorter for me relative to my life.
Huh?
Okay, still.
Isn't a week a week?
I don't get it. I really don't get it.
Here's the deal. When people say he's a quick healer, ignore that. Right? They're merely just saying that to show that, hey, he's a tough guy. It don't mean anything. It doesn't mean anything because that coach is not a doctor. And he don't really know what the injury is. So they're so vague with injuries that you don't know what the actual injury is and what the time frame is. So when they say, oh, he's a quick healer, it could be a 3-month injury. We don't know. So for that guy to say he's been out 3 weeks, what is he supposed to be healing from in 3 or 4 weeks? You're making it sound like you know what the injury is and he should be healthy.
Evan 11 says he's definitely right. I can explain it while giving no explanation. Dade South.
Wait, that's about how Mike McDaniel explains it.
Dade South says a week is more of a percentage of Marcos's baby's life than it is to Marcos. But the week is the week, though.
But
like
he
it
said
still
quicker,
goes the same amount of time.
Exactly. He said quicker. How is that week?
So that means that, you know what? Today we should leave at 12:30 and do a Mike McDaniel work day. Because time is only half the time for older people. So at 12:30, I'm getting up.
So Vic Fangio doesn't have to have as long a practice because the old don't need a long practice.
Maybe that's what he's getting at.
He's
Trying to look out
using-
for his boy Fangs.
Nick says he's using Einstein's theories on an NFL beat reporter. Man is on a different level. Oh, he's on a different
What did
level.
Socrates say to that?
He's on a different level, dude. He is on a different level. Here's a little bit more from Mike McDaniel. He was asked about it was yesterday, it was Left-Handers Day, and he was asked about Tua being a lefty quarterback. Here you go. On the Super Bowl, Marcos.
Heard.
Today is National Left-Handed Day, and
Duh.
you have the only left-handed throwing quarterback in the NFL with Tua. What's it like just going on that journey to reach a Super Bowl with the only left-handed throwing quarterback in the NFL right now?
We made a Super Bowl? I told you, Mom.
Such a wuss ass.
Hey, hold on. Time out. First of all,
he knew what he meant.
Yeah.
He knew what he meant.
First of all, I blame all the reporters. You know, you can't ask him a long question because you're going to get a longer answer.
Oh, yeah. He's going to have to talk
keep
to you.
your question short and to the point. Otherwise, we get the ramblings.
On that journey to reach a Super Bowl with the only left-handed throwing quarterback in the NFL right now.
We made a Super Bowl? I told you, Mom.
I gotta tell you something. If that guy does win the Super Bowl, what's gonna happen on that podium? I can't even imagine. Can't even imagine.
Oh my goodness.
It's amazing.
We gonna have to have look, this is what I'm gonna be doing. I'm gonna have my phone up. You know why? Google Translate.
Dade South is still sitting here trying to defend. He goes, what feels longer to you? A week vacation or a work week?
He does kind of have a point there.
Okay, but what does that have to do with my age?
It's still a week.
A week's a week.
That's true. Are you?
And I would assume all situations where you are having fun go faster than when you have to work. I'm just throwing that out there.
Possibly.
Like, what's more fun, a game or practice? Like, yeah.
Okay, but it doesn't really matter when it comes to healing. It's like
it doesn't. It doesn't.
Time is time.
Here's what happens. Time is time to that point, but you get to a point towards the nearing of health where some people are able to fight through that last little bit and give you, some play while they heal. Other guys, like any slightest little bit of injury, they can't perform. So it really has nothing to do with whether you're a fast healer or not. It has to do with when you get to the end of it, because there comes a point in time where you can't damage that injury anymore, but it still hurts like hell.
A training camp report brought to you by Miami-Dade County Public Schools Technical Colleges. Enroll today in one of their over 60 Miami-Dade County Public Schools Technical Colleges affordable training programs and get fast-tracked to a financially rewarding career in 1 to 2 years. Convenient day and evening classes give you the flexibility you need while you learn. Go to careerinayear.com and get there. Back after this.
Breaking news from
Welcome back, everybody. Tobin and Leroy here with you on 560 WQAM. Hey, well, I'll let you guys know if you like the Smashing Pumpkins. The Smashing Pumpkins are bringing their The World is a Vampire tour to the I Think Financial Amphitheater in West Palm this Saturday. We've got your chance to win tickets. Keep on listening. We will give you your cue to call later on this hour, and you can go see them. It's a Live Nation show.
You know, honestly, with that one, you could be right for all I know. I really don't even know that.
What's that song about being a week? That's
I'm
the
sorry.
only song. I'm not even sure. Yeah, that's is that Smashing Pumpkins? No, that might not be yeah.
1 week is Bare Naked Ladies.
Bare Naked Ladies.
There's been one way you look at me. Remember now.
That's Hootie, though. That's Hootie, the voice that you just did right now.
That's way different, dude. It's way different.
By the way, somebody walked up to me and said, "Don't worry, Leroy. I thought it was Hootie too." Like just random comment.
Yeah, that's fair though.
By the way,
there's no Hootie there.
Marcos.
Yes.
Found out something interesting about our bar.
Huh.
The reason why it was so empty. Because for the first 2 innings, it's happy hour in there. So it's packed. Then when the happy hour ends, people leave and it becomes empty.
It was really, really packed. It was great to see that ballpark packed. It was also great to see we didn't get to see the Yankees fan be sad, but it was great that they got to be sad the rest of the weekend.
Man, I got to tell you, no blocky is great unless you forget where you parked.
You forgot where you parked?
Whoa.
How? Because I got spun around in the damn stadium, dude. Walking around Lone Depot Park.
Oh no.
I exited and I'm like,
this isn't right.
I said, I thought I went in by the thing. And I couldn't go back in and walk around so I had to walk all the way around. And I'm like, okay, by the bridge, okay, this thing. And I'm finding my landmarks or whatever. I'm like, oh
no.
Oh no, is right.
I was just reading in the Miami Herald, Barry Jackson had a phone interview with Jeffrey Loria.
What?
I guess he's back on the publicity tour. I guess the first one didn't work if people wanted to buy his book, because why would you want to read a book by Jeffrey Loria? So I'm assuming Barry I'm assuming he did this recently. But he did an interview with Loria, and he said on Derek Jeter came in and destroyed the ballpark. Destroying public art was a horrible thing to do. And I'm like, is he still up? He's still upset about that sculpture, huh? He's really because that ballpark does, I didn't hate it when Jeffrey Loria made it the way that he did. Very green with the fish tanks. And I mean, I wasn't like a hater of the home run structure, but it's weird. It's weird. And I do think that the ballpark looks cleaner. It's still great. You can see all around. Still got a beautiful view of downtown Miami. I love the way it looks now.
That ballpark is awesome.
I love that ballpark.
Yeah.
He said Loria's friend, artist Red Grooms, designed the sculpture under the terms of a $2.5 million contract with Miami-Dade County. And it was a polarizing piece of the ballpark, eliciting praise from some, ridicule from others. I would say, if I had to say praise, ridicule, that's an 80-20 to ridicule. That's just me. I mean, if you went to art.
Wait. You guys missed the whole thing about that comment.
Oh, $2.5 million?
No, not even that.
What was that?
His friend.
No.
Oh.
The city. So he didn't even come out of pocket for that.
No. No. That's why it's still there. They have a contract. That's why it's still at the ballpark. Like if you go to I guess it's the third base garage. It's right outside there, just awkwardly.
I didn't know they moved it to. It's outside of a
It's right outside the ballpark. It's still there.
They have to keep it for how long? Forever?
I don't know.
Do they pay off?
I think, yeah. The sculpture erupted whenever the Marlins hit a home run, sending the mechanical Marlins spinning, white seagulls soaring, pelicans dancing, and fountain spraying in a 29 cycle. That's excellent writing, Barry. Just very descriptive. Just
I mean, all this
that's why he's the
a
best.
partridge in a pear tree.
I asked him, Loria said, quote, I asked the artist about getting it back. I told him I would help it find a new home. He didn't want to get involved. Now it will rot outside where it is, condemned to neglect and outdoor decay.
Well, guess what? Why would the artist care? It's yours now. I got paid.
It's crazy.
I mean, somebody ever come paint your house and say, yeah, come take your paint back.
Loria then told Barry Jackson, Loria's disdain for Jeter's changes to the ballpark extend beyond that. Quote, I was fastidious about all the color we put into the building, and then it was changed. It didn't have to be changed. They covered up all the colorful tiles, which were brought in from Europe. To me, it reflected the culture of Miami. Now it's all blue. It's ridiculous. The amenities like the fish tanks behind home plate, they were for the kids, and they got rid of them. It's silly. I got to tell you, how many kids did you see sitting in the most expensive seats in the ballpark?
None. They were all hanging around from hanging out with mommy and daddy while they get drunk.
I mean, like if you like relatively, if you mean like the IG ass models that you had behind home plate that one time, like who were flashing the picture, like kids. I never see kids back there. Red grooms, and this is my fish tank. Look at the puffer fish. It's traumatized from the noise.
Well, anytime, and this is with any organization. This is with any organization, with any ownership group. As soon as they take over, they make changes. Those changes could be big. Those changes could be little. They could be something that you deem to be inconsequential to winning, right? But they always make changes. So the first thing Jeter did was came and did the stuff to the stadium. He didn't do nothing to the team, but he did. You know what I mean? And so I think Jeter managed the team like a player. And that, oh, if you don't want to be here, we'll get you out of here. That's what a player would say. But a team, a guy who runs a team would have probably been a little better getting assets for those guys while not putting it out there that, oh, we'll get rid of you.
I just love the thing that he's most upset about is the art. Like,
yeah, but that's
tiles.
Are you shocked? They didn't talk about one player, one decision.
He does. He's got other stuff in the article, but I'm reading the quotes, and nothing is as juicy as how he was fastidious with the colors and tiles, and they got rid of it. Now it's
fastidious.
Yes, Red Grooms and I were fastidious in the art. Yes, this guy.
So he definitely went to the celebration of Festivus, right? Using words like that.
He likes words, dude. Words mean words. Just like Mike McDaniel. Like Mike McDaniel.
No, holy smokes. I can't use none of Mike McDaniel's words in a sentence.
Mike McDaniel, who, again, if you missed it, this is him on the time and healing of injuries. This was what Mike McDaniel had to say on Tanner Connor and Keon Crossan's recovery.
Tanner Connor on the PUP list. I believe he was participating in spring workouts, but now he's been on PUP for going on 4 weeks. What happened with him? Is that something that will lead into the regular season? And the same thing with Keon Crossan. I know you said he's recovered fast, but it's been 3 weeks, 4 weeks since we saw him.
Yeah, it's all relative, my friend. Okay, so recovering fast is recovering faster than other people would. And, time is relative. I believe I'm older than you, so a week is technically shorter for me relative to my life.
All right.
So he started off by making some very good points. Healing fast is relative to everyone else, right? So that means if the average person would take 8 weeks, he would take 4 to 6.
Yeah.
But here's the problem. They're asking questions. Nobody knows what the hell's wrong with these two guys. And keep in mind, during camp, you might keep somebody on PUP a little bit longer because you want to see somebody else. Because once you take them off PUP, then you got to take somebody off the roster. So it might be a kind of a, let's see what these guys can do. Let's take another look at this guy. Let's figure out what we're going to do here and just leave him on PUP for another week.
You know, they've always been looking for a new season of True Detective. They've been looking. I think we have Mike McDaniel because I think like what I just heard was him channeling as Matthew McConaughey as Russ Cole.
Why should I live in history, huh? I don't want to know anything anymore. This is a world where nothing is solved. And someone once told me time is a flat circle.
Oh, okay. It all makes sense now.
All Mike McDaniel need to do is go, all right.
That's not coach now, dude.
Because, wait, it's funny that you say that because Matthew McConaughey has said some things in movies that we go, right?
It's funny looking back on that show. I don't even know if that was a good show. I know it was great acting by McConaughey being the most McConaughey ever. Like, it's like, McConaughey, you channel the depths of weird more than you ever had before. He's like, yeah. And what they've always tried to do is like, oh, we're going to find new people for True Detective. They just never could because the whole show was just Matthew McConaughey being a weirdo.
Right.
Time is a flat circle, relative, my friend, of healing. I'm confused. Leroy's game balls and game bums are next.
Coming you
This guy's a ball.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. It is a Monday. It is that time where Leroy gathers around the locker room and hands out his game balls and game bums.
Okay. My game balls goes to the Pinks, who have kept it going.
Kept it rolling, dude.
To the Marlins, who had an incredible series, won the series 2-1. Incredible comeback yesterday. And to Lucas Glover, who the guy fell off the face of the earth and has won the last 2 weeks. Those are my game balls. Nice weekend of sports, I might add. My game bum. There comes a time in everybody's career where you make a decision that is deemed too much.
Oh, okay.
And I'm going to give you a list of people who this would not be considered too much.
Okay.
Who's the DN? Cam Wake.
Cam Wake, yep.
Oh,
he could get away with this.
Okay.
Jimmy Butler, who has come to a game shirtless.
He can get away with shirtless.
But this game bum cannot. Please put the picture up.
Oh, God.
Okay.
Huh.
He ain't got not one ab. He ain't got a six-pack.
You have to.
He got a beer belly. Now keep in mind, he's 5'9".
It's Kyler Murray, just for our radio
Kyler
audience.
Murray. It's 5'9". Dude, what are you doing?
I
the
think
fact that he was able to go onto the field
Yep.
without his teammates saying anything is ridiculous.
I'm pretty sure isn't that like one of those monitors though? Is it like, because I see a lot of the Pinks have that under their kits.
Under their kits.
Yeah, but I think the whole point of it is it's to monitor how much you work out.
Under their kits.
So you can't just wear the sports bra.
No. Phil Mickelson could get away with that. He's got man boobs.
Would that make it worse?
Pretty much, but I'm just trying to give examples. Like,
you think you have to be extremely jacked to get away with something like
yes!
that? You need to look like Jalen Phillips.
Yes!
DK Metcalf.
Yes!
Kyler Murray can't wear that. Can Tua wear that?
No! But think about it. If DK Metcalf wore it, he'd go. You'd say, if I had it, I'd flaunt it too. No.
What is it about this? It's the height. It's the kind of a beer belly. Like, what is it that?
You don't have the body to be exposing yourself like that.
Interesting.
Yeah. James Harden. Could James Harden wear that?
I mean,
that's where we are with that.
Interesting.
Oh, no, I'm not even going there.
He does have a weird body in that from some angles, it kind of looks like he has a six-pack. And from other angles,
no, it
looks
doesn't.
Like shape.
No, it doesn't.
I got one angle.
You can tell. Look, you can tell from straight ahead whether somebody has a six-pack. You don't need side views and all that. If you can't see a six-pack straight ahead, then he ain't got one.
I don't know, man. Again, you're right about that. You should know. It shouldn't be like, does he from this angle? Does he not?
Right.
But for some reason, I'm telling you from the side, kind of looks like he has a six-pack.
You got a side view?
Yeah.
No, he looks like, what is he? Look how he's standing. What are we doing? This makes it worse.
He's just trying to monitor himself, dude. He runs a lot. He's very speedy.
What question?
Yep.
Why is he going Astron on us? Like he's like
I'm sure he does a lot of
posture.
Hold on. Why is he standing like this?
That's just posture, dude.
That ain't posture.
It's posture, dude.
Go. No.
But I've noticed.
Not a good look.
I've noticed those things, like half of the pinks where I don't think Messi does, but I think like a lot of the other pinks, because Messi just never stops. But I feel like I see the other guys because the pinks, you can see through their jerseys. They sweat after like a half. You're seeing through them. And I see them like, what are they wearing? Why do they have sports bras on? But I guess the thing monitors stuff.
Okay, that's fine. They have a shirt over it. You saying exactly how we should be saying about Kyler Murray, right? Hey, he's sweating. What is that he has on underneath there? Oh, that's the heart monitor and the speed and all that. Okay, that's different than you just wearing that.
Silly sauce.
Sorry, are you saying it's like I can't wear a cup to warm-ups? Like I can't just wear my jock strap to the warm-ups?
That's who did that? That's Minshew. That's a famous Minshew thing that he shows up. He practices naked, just goes in the jock strap.
Of course,
does the rubber bands in the locker room nude.
Again, another. What are we doing? What are we doing?
Hey, dude, the resistance bands.
Yeah, does the resistance.
There you
bands
go.
naked.
There you go. A guy in a jock strap doing resistance bands. He ain't even messing with the weights.
No. I mean, he doesn't look like he does weights. He looks like he just does the arm.
Curls?
Yeah, he does those country workouts, you know. Wrestles a Burmese python or something in Mississippi. Where's he from?
I think he's from. He was born in Mississippi. Well, he's from Mississippi. He went to Mississippi College, so he's from Mississippi.
I've seen the Minshew family.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Didn't him and his dad like tackle each other?
Yeah.
Like. So that's my game bum. I couldn't. Like,
has anybody? You have a teammate who ever wore questionable attire to practice? Aside from the guy who was a nude bicycle.
Oh yeah, but that was for the money, and I don't know where he is to this day. He wasn't with us after the naked bike ride.
Still riding that bike.
No, hoping somebody give him some money.
Yeah, still doing it.
There's been some outfits. But they don't like. I remember one time, Jerry Ball. He was he used to dress nice. He came into the bus with a purple suit, right? So everybody started singing "Grape Ape." so it happens.
Dade South says Leroy's just mad because he needed a squire to take off his armor.
Hey, man.
No armor, Mr. Hart. Can I take it, please? That's not the first time Kyler Murray has like worn something that got people talking. He did that lime green suit earlier.
That's different. Well, he
can pull that off.
He can pull that off, but he probably should have something under it.
Yeah,
he does. He has the heart monitor underneath that one.
Dude, I don't mind that. I don't mind. You can wear the loudest stuff ever. But if you ain't got the body, you can't be uncovered.
Well, just because you don't have a great body doesn't mean like Tyson Fury still has to monitor his stuff. Like, would you prefer him just wear a Fitbit?
But Tyson Fury, we know, has a bad body. Right? He is wearing that as if he's body by Jake. Go ahead. Somebody go say it. Tobin's body by Cake.
Nobody was going to say it, dude. Wow. I mean, nobody was going to say it.
This is a good one.
Point for Leroy.
I'm saying week one. I mean, other than J-Fick, because I don't want to get in trouble. But amongst the three of us, loser of the football picks has to wear the Kyler Murray.
Week one? In studio?
In studio, dude.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. All right. Bet.
I'm not.
So we all gonna make picks.
Yeah.
Nike shorts, Catapult. I even want the high black socks.
Oh,
and you gotta walk around.
Man.
You gotta walk around holding the football. Yeah. All right. We got our first bet wager of the year.
Nice.
No.
And so how we gonna get these picks in? These picks got to be done by Friday.
Friday, dude.
On a piece of paper.
Yep.
Hand it to J Fig.
Dave South says he's Tyler Murray.
I mean, come on. Like, is that too much? That's too much, right? I get the purpose of it. So I give him, instead of 10 out of 10 being terrible, I give him 8 out of 10, but it's still a bad look.
I mean, it's not a great look, but I just feel like, he's just doing that for training purposes.
You can't wear a shirt?
I don't know what the rules are, dude.
J Fig say, thank you for sparing me trouble.
Yeah, I'm not trying to get a visit from HR, J Fig.
Hey, J Fig, it is black.
It is goth, J Fig. Fitness goth.
It is goth.
All right, we'll take a quick break. We'll celebrate the Pinks a little bit. And D Wade, his speech was goosies galore. Next hour of the show coming on up.
for another early lead in this league's cup as the clock ticks to 11. Martinez, right heel touching the 18, inside the box. Straight on with Kalina. The whistle, the lean back to his right. Drives it into the corner with Kalina diving the other way. Goal for Inter Miami. Center circle. Busquets spots an open Yedlin. Settles outside the 18. Waiting for a run. In for Taylor. The shot with the right foot. Sneaks under Kalina. A thing of beauty and a dagger at the end. Spins for Busquets. Off to Messi. Through for Gomez. Right foot to the middle for Campana. But it's cut by a defender, and for the second straight goal, Miami pressure leads to an own goal. 3-0 Harris.
Miami! Bring the fireworks, guys!
Into the middle for Campana. Bangs around off the two defenders, and Campana tracks it down. Ruiz behind. Campana squares. Messi! He's done it again. And Rayo Campana with a silver-plated service.
Messi, Campana, Messi, goal, 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 goal!
And the final whistle from Ismail Elfa. Lionel Messi with the cherry on top of a 4-0 showdown against Charlotte.
Shout out to the Pinks. What the hell's going on there, Marcos, with that radio call?
So they must have had a normal guy doing play-by-play. Apparently they're doing like musical chairs. I just keep Whitty on the call, everyone. But
I'm very confused by this. Why isn't Whitty just on the call? Why is there like 9 people doing the call? And why are they talking over each other?
Oh my
one
God.
Call appears to be in English, one appears to be in Spanish.
Yeah.
I'm all for having the goal guy. He's great.
Yeah,
but what's going on there?
I have no clue. I really don't. I mean, obviously we've heard Whitty on the call before, and I appreciate that. But sometimes he does call. Sometimes, I guess he's on Apple TV. I'm not sure. I'm not sure what necessarily they got going on there. But I love the goal guy. I know sometimes the other guy's trying to get the call out, like that's a 3, and he just go.
I like that. All of our reactions still is though, no matter what. When Messi scores, Messi. Yeah, that's what we're all doing, dude.
That was unison right there.
Because I was like, oh, good. They got this in the bag. Yeah, but just a little cherry on top. Lionel Messi putting it in there. Putting the biscuit in the Busquet. You know?
Steve. Whoa, is that good? I think that was good. I think that was
you.
good. I was positive. Son Steve says because Whitty is a big-time Apple announcer. That could be it. That could be it.
So he does some games, but not all games.
I guess that's the case. He did get the first one, which was pretty memorable.
Yeah, that is true. If you're gonna do a game for Messi, like it doesn't get better than that.
Well, maybe that was an Apple TV game also.
No, but he was doing the call. Well, they're all Apple TV games, but he's not like doing the play-by-play for Apple. At least not for the Messi games. I haven't heard him. Maybe he was for this game.
Well, no, he does other games. I've heard him on.
I know he does.
Joe Rogan. He said, "Yeah, I'm in New York doing. I don't have the Pinks this week."
He should do the Pinks at all times. All right. He is.
But wouldn't he have to be hired by the Pinks?
Have him hired by Apple. Like we have Messi, dude. I need the greatest voice calling the greatest player. That's what I need. Okay. Just do what I do. Do my request. Apple, make that happen. And also, get me Neymar.
He signed with someone already.
Next year, dude. Next year.
Next year, it's gonna be hard pressed to give up that $100 million a year.
Nah,
is it a year? I was gonna say he kind of got
Yeah.
it. I mean, it was a bit of a low ball, if you ask me.
Yeah, it's like a Gabe Vincent deal for soccer. $100 million.
Gave him up $1 billion, dude.
Yeah, seriously, dude. That's like nothing. We could get that. We got Apple's got that in a couch somewhere. $100 million.
sure.
No bigs.
Could have played in Miami.
Anyway, shout out to the Pinks. Leroy, can you get a weather update from the Desmond and Dover Law Firm?
Can.
Your accidentattorneys.com. Free consultations 24/7. Call them at 866-954-MORE.
Got to tell you, folks, got up this morning, did a little driving around. Slightly cloudy. Beautiful morning or going into evening. The winds are about 10 to 15 coming out of, man, my trees are failing me. I'm going to guess it's coming out of the east, but I can't tell because I can't tell which way the clouds are moving. There must be some heavy-ass clouds above my house because they never move. I've been seeing the same cloud for 3 damn days. Move somewhere, cloud, so I can get a weather report. And I would say it's about 85 to 90 degrees because it's been cooler. Yesterday I golfed, and it was a little overcast, little breeze. Wasn't that bad. Saturday, it was a scorcher.
Yeah. Yesterday, it was a torrential downpour up here.
No, it never rained here.
Here it did twice. It rained middle of me grilling, and then right as we got out of Ninja Turtles yesterday, and it was a flooded parking lot.
Ooh, how was that?
How was Ninja Turtles?
It was really good, actually. Really, really good. I enjoyed it thoroughly. They did a great job with it.
Nice.
And also, one of the mutants, I'm not even making this up, Marcos.
Yep.
Genghis Frog.
Hey,
the silver screen.
Hey, wait. I'm surprised that didn't get a text.
Try to be a considerate moviegoer, not have the lights go off while I'm watching. Did enjoy it though. It was a very Ninja Turtles was very enjoyable. My son loved it. He was
now? I appreciated the Ninja Turtles more when they did live people. Right?
People in the Ninja Turtle suits?
Yeah.
I appreciated it more.
The first Ninja Turtles movie was real people. They didn't do cartoon.
You know what though? Like the way they do these cartoons these days, they're so good. It's not even like 3D. It almost looks like you're watching like a live action comic. It's so impressive.
Like Alita. You ever see the movie Alita where they like it was like in between cartoon and real people? It's weird. Like, yeah. But yeah, the first one they made was with real people.
You keep saying real people. I mean, you mean people in suits, like they're wearing turtle costumes.
Like it wasn't a cartoon. It was real people.
I understand, but the turtles weren't people. They weren't.
Of course not. Really?
Master Splinter wasn't a person. He was just a person in a rat costume.
So he was a person.
Well, I mean,
time is relative.
Flat circle. Let's one thing that's not relative. D-Wade's always awesome no matter what.
Yep.
He went to the Hall of Fame. It was Goosie's inducing speech. Did you hear any of the speech, Leroy?
I did not.
Let's give you a little bit of the speech here. Here's D-Wade starting it on off. Big Heat chance to start as he gives some love to Heat Nation.
Heat Nation, y'all in here?
That's it, Marcos?
Definitely more than that, I'm assuming. I'm not sure.
What
That's
happened?
okay. I'll fix it in about 30
Fix
seconds.
it, dude. Fix
I
it,
will.
Genghis Frog.
I'm so sad that they did that.
Ruined D-Wade's Hall of Fame speech.
I'm so
Genghis Frog. He shook. He even got a fresh cut. I didn't know you got a fresh cut for your premiere.
Well, I'll give you this instead. In the meanwhile, while he fixes that up, did you see who was chumming it up at the Hall of Fame?
No, but you made a point to let us know.
It's Jayson Tatum.
Oh,
he is making it very obvious how much he likes hanging around the Heat this year. I mean, first off, he goes out there and he was hobnobbing with Spo at the Summer League, right? And then he's hanging at D-Wade's Hall of Fame party with Bam, with UD. It was very noticeable. Very noticeable. That stuck out like a sore thumb was Tatum.
Question. Why can't anybody in the NBA be boys with anybody for the Heat? You just automatically, that means they want to be here.
I mean,
you jump to that conclusion with everything.
I'm
Two
not
guys
jumping
hanging
to a
out.
conclusion.
You know what that means, Leroy? Ooh. Leroy, look
look,
at the picture.
I'm not doing a whale call for this because I know it's not going to happen this year, maybe the next
I'm
year.
saying, why can't they just be friends?
Oh, I know. Bam and Jayson Tatum are very close. I know that.
Okay, then. So what's the big deal?
He didn't have to go to the party. Just
Why not?
Well, it's a Heat party, you know? How would Paul Pierce feel about that?
It wasn't a Heat party. It was a Dwyane Wade party.
It's a Heat party.
So there was nobody else other than Heat people hanging out with D Wade.
Allen Iverson was there.
He was his presenter. He had to go.
Yep. But no, basically no. Actually, no. Nobody else but Heat people were there.
All right. I think you read into stuff way too much.
I'm not reading into anything. I'm just
yes,
like
you are.
I'm looking at it and I'm like, interesting. Very interesting. You know, just look, it could be something.
No, it could be nothing. It's nothing. You
started
started off by saying it's nothing.
It could be nothing.
You started off by saying it's nothing. We know it's not going to happen. And then 5 seconds later, you just ignore what you just said.
No. It's not going to happen now. But it's
Wait. You know what you are the king at?
What?
Adding one word to what you said previously to make the whole story change.
No. It's just
because you said it's probably not going to happen. And then 2 seconds later, you go, it's probably not going to happen now.
It's not going to happen now. But, you know, it's interesting. You know? It's hard to know what I want more, though. Like, I don't know. Do I want to poach in 3 years? Do I want to poach Luka from Mark Cuban? Or do I want to poach Tatum from Boston? I'm not sure.
What happens if you get Dame and win a championship? Will you care?
That's why I said in 3 years.
Oh, my goodness.
You got to keep it rolling, baby.
Ooh.
What do you do after Jimmy? Jimmy and Dame are done. Once they get their rings, Bam still got a career in front of them.
Hey. Why?
Why what?
Why do you do this?
Why do I do what? Why is Tatum out here hobnobbing? You know, typically the old like to hobnob. The young aren't about hobnobbing, and he's out here hobnobbing.
Have you seen the NBA recently? You send pictures all the time of two guys hanging out. What about when Jimmy was eating dinner with Spider?
I know. What about that?
Nothing. It was their friends. Nothing was about it.
It wasn't nothing. I mean, you know, like
it was nothing. Where's Spider right now?
Cleveland.
Okay. It was nothing. They were just having dinner. Why can't it just be that?
Just sitting here. He's going to festivities
You still haven't answered my question. Why can't it just be he's going to hang out with friends?
I think for right now, that's what it seems like it is, right? But like you look at it and he's hanging in Bamy's close with, but now he's close with D Wade and Caron Butler and UD.
Hey, check this out. Perfect example. See D Wade?
Yep.
Got the little outfit on.
Yep.
Right? Got the tank top.
Yep.
Belly is covered. See what I'm saying? There's a way to wear it.
I wouldn't exactly use D Wade though as the defense for acceptable fashion. D Wade will go against the grind every now and then.
Remember the short suit?
Sure do. D Wade will take some risks.
The short suit did it for me.
I'm not suggesting Jayson Tatum's coming to the Heat in the next couple of years. I'm just saying, be on the lookout.
Be on the lookout for what? Look at you. You're not, wait, let me put it this way. You're not closing the door on it.
I would just put a tag on it, you know? Like just
tag him and tag him.
Let's track that one. Do you have the speech now, Marcos? Is this ready to roll? All right, here is D Wade giving he starts off his speech shouting out Heat Nation.
Heat Nation, y'all in here? I don't got much time. Coach Pop took all the time.
Coach Pop's speech was long. He thanked everybody, Coach Pop.
It's weird because he's usually a curmudgeon.
And then he faked out like they tried to play him off, and he goes, "You're not playing me off. You know how long I've waited for this." Fair point by him. So yeah, D Wade giving some love to Heat Nation, then give some love to some of his teammates. Here's D Wade going over his favorite Heat teammates.
Nothing compares to the bonds I've made along the way. I'm thankful for Travis Diener, Robert Jackson, Daryl Wright, Quentin Richardson, Karan Butler, Lamar Odom, Eddie Jones, Alonzo Mourning, Gary Payne, Antoine Walker, my bad little brother Mario Chalmers, and Ray Allen, to name a few. I also played with people who protected me and gave me a bigger sense of purpose. Shaq, Chris, LeBron, and UD. They changed the way I will be viewed in this game forever. With Shaq, I learned how to be Robin to his Batman and then become Batman. Watching Chris simply be himself while giving his all to the game, but not cheating his family out of their time, gave me a friend I could look up to. Spent 4 years with LeBron in Miami. I watched him not take one single day off of being great. My brother UD and I, we learned how to be selfless leaders together, but the protection that he provided me on and off the court provided the safety of a big brother, and it allowed me to bloom and blossom. So I thank you. I love you.
Man, that's Goosies right there, dude. Goosies. Great stuff. We have the goosiest part. I haven't even.
We saw two of Miami's finest people.
Yep.
Who happen to be athletes get inducted into the Hall of Fame. And, and I think it is a long time coming for Zach. We knew D Wade was going to get there. I really don't think, because we're so accustomed to D Wade and we were so accustomed to that greatness, where he fit in the overall greatness of basketball. I think we lose track of that, as does so many others. I won't mention any names, Paul Pierce. Lose track of how great D Wade was, not only for the Heat, but all time in basketball.
The Heat, it was a great speech by the way. I'm going to get you the goosiest part of the speech, was the close of the speech for his dad. That was the best part, but we got to go to break. But right now, if you guys want to go see the Smashing Pumpkins coming up this Saturday at the I Think Financial Amphitheater in West Palm, this Saturday, caller number 3 for D Wade right now, 305-567-0560. Caller 3 gets a pair of tickets to see the Smashing Pumpkins on their The World is a Vampire tour. Is at the I Think Financial Amphitheater this Saturday in West Palm, and it is a Live Nation show. Caller 3 to 305-567-0560. Plus, maybe the most interesting development of the summer for the Miami Heat happened on Friday. Tell you about that next. Hey. All right, welcome back. We give away those tickets, Marcos.
We did.
Who's going? Who's going, dude?
Lewis from Coral Way.
Oh, Lewis, congratulations, dude. Enjoy the pumpkins.
Yeah. Did you know this was a Smash Pumpkin song? You recognize that immediately.
I know that voice. Yeah, Billy Corgan's got a pretty recognizable "Rat in a Cage."
Okay. That sounds a little bit different than the one that you did earlier.
No, that's different. It's spot on, dude. I'm telling you right now.
Alrighty. I'll give you credit.
So, did you guys see what happened on Friday? A lot of stuff happened on Friday. Let me narrow it down a little bit because we went to the Marlins game. Busy day. Busy day. Dolphins had preseason. We talked a little bit about that. We'll get back into the Dolphins in a bit. They just wrapped up practice. So you had the Marlins. They were in action. Dolphins, they were in action. The Pinks, gave you a little montage coming in here. They were in action. But maybe the most important thing out of everything was Tyler Herro showing up to the Miami Pro League on Friday night.
For sure.
In a big way, dude. You see what Tyler Herro did on Friday, Leroy?
I did not.
Tyler Herro showed up to the Miami Pro League Championship and put up 44 points in a losing effort, but barely a losing effort. They lost, I think, by a couple points. He tied it with 11 seconds left with a three-pointer. Monster. Big onions, this Tyler Herro. I believe Bam sealed it with some free throws at the end.
Oh, Bam was on the other team.
They were facing each other. Yep. Which
why do we need the special effects?
I was wondering.
you thinking the same, Mark? I tell it like that was unwarranted.
Facing each other, right?
And wait. You want to really read into it?
Yep.
See him hugging up?
Yep.
Look at Tyler looking away like, I know you don't want me.
Wow, you thought it was Frosty.
Look how he looking away.
Interesting. Yep. Not how I read it. I thought that it was a loving embrace. I thought
then why isn't Tyler into it?
You think that's a fake hug?
Yep, fake hug.
Interesting. I didn't take it that way. I thought that it was a very
loving
back and forth between the two Kentucky guys. I gotta say, for Tyler Herro, kid's got moxie. He's got moxie. You know, you show up. Oh, you're right. Dude, are you all right?
I don't know. I got the sneezes. I pushed the wrong button. Instead of mute, I pushed maps.
Just push your sneeze button?
Huh? I don't have a sneeze button.
Oh, no, Tobin. That's how you mute a sneeze, dude. That's how you mute it.
Yeah, but you forget to mute when you come back.
Nah, fair enough. Either way, Tyler Herro has got moxie. Shows up, 44 points.
Well, he's a bucket. Nobody's questioning that.
He is a bucket, and it could be because
is that a handkerchief? Gross. The old like handkerchiefs.
Dude, you tell me. Big Fat Jew does like a handkerchief.
My grandfather used to fold it and put it in his back pocket, and he'd sneeze or whatever. And then one of us would sneeze. He tried to pull that nasty ass rag. I'm like, no, wipe it off on my sleeve. Not using your snot rag.
44 points. Shows up. First time he played, by the way, in a game since he broke his hand. First time. That's what he said. First time hooping since I broke my hand. So goes out there, 44 points. And does it in a Miami gym. Even the announcer afterwards, he goes, "Are you sure you want to trade him? You sure you want to trade him for Dame?"
Did he say that?
He said
was
that.
Speaking to you.
Jesus.
And I got to say, I don't know anymore.
Wait. I don't
know anymore.
44 points in the pro league, and you're ready not to trade him?
The kid's just got, there's something about him.
There's 8 guys on the Heat team that could go out and score 40 in a pro league.
That's not true.
Yeah, there is.
That's not true.
You want me to name them?
Go ahead.
Jovic. He's a bucket getter. Bam, if he wanted to, could. Jimmy, if he wanted to, he could. I don't know about Jaime.
Caleb Martin.
Caleb Martin. I mean, he scored 29 in the finals. You tell me he can't get 44 in a pro league game?
44 cold first game?
What?
Off broken hand?
None of them. He been playing basketball, dude, just not organized. He been shooting and stuff.
Oh, it was organized, dude.
You got a lot of guys who can score 44 points in the pro league.
Interesting.
For your attitude and your mindset to change over a trade for Dame Lillard based on a pro league game is ridiculous.
Kid's got moxie. You know,
He
like
had moxie before he scored 44 in the pro league.
But you know what? Sometimes you need moxie reiterated, and the kid's got moxie. You know, he shows up to this gym.
Moxie reiterated. All right, Mike McDaniel.
I'm just telling, dude. I'm telling you, there's something about him.
Down.
Something about him, dude. He just shows up.
Wait, has he done anything in the last week that we didn't know he couldn't do? No, he's a bucket getter.
He just, you know, there's something about him because he takes this stuff in stride so well. You know, doesn't bother him. Takes it in stride.
Scrubbed the heat from his.
Not true. Not true. He didn't scrub the heat. He changed his header, and it doesn't say heat guard anymore because he doesn't know what his job's going to be.
Okay. Is that
the heat's still on there? Like you can still see.
No, wait.
You can still see heat logos.
Marcos, when he did it, who came in here with the flaming hot story? Tobes.
What?
Now all of a sudden he's acting like it's no big deal.
He gives.
You came in hot.
Him and Bam
came in hot, smoking.
What a battle between him and Bam. And like the warm embrace, the Kentucky connection.
So that's how you get away with it. You just act like it never happened.
No, it's not that I don't. Listen, I said what I said, but like I think that times change. Times change.
So now you want to keep Tyler and you don't want Dame.
It's tough.
No.
Decision.
You make a damn decision.
No,
I'm tired of you changing your mind every time somebody play basketball.
You know, the kid's just got moxie. You know,
how many points you think Dame will score in the summer league?
I don't know.
In the pro league,
I don't know. He's never done it because he didn't have the moxie to show up and do it. You know, he's out there.
Because him scoring 60 points in a pro league game does nothing for him.
Okay, well, I mean, like, look, Tyler Herro scored 37 in the Eastern Conference Finals. I'm just saying, like, he went out there and just he put
Dame
on
scored what?
71.
71.
Yeah.
Okay. So listen. All I want is this: make up your damn mind. Every time we come in here, somebody do something, and you see somebody hug somebody or whatever, you change your mind about what you want. What do you want? Do you want Dame or you don't?
It's such a hard thing.
No,
you know? Like there's so many variables on this.
This with you
because Tyler's got moxie. You know, and just
Dame don't have moxie.
He's got moxie.
It ain't called Dame time for nothing.
Well, I would say, you know, Dame's got a swag to him. You know, I don't know about moxie. You know, like I just
moxie.
What's the difference between swag and moxie?
He's just, I'm telling you, he does this. He does this to avoid having to deal with
give a little
his
hugs to
mind
Bam.
changing every 3 minutes.
Give some love to Bam Adebayo. You know, like the two.
He did the look away. He hugged him.
It wasn't a look away. I got them looking at each other.
No, he was looking away.
That was one picture.
Wait, you got more pictures?
Oh yeah.
Now you're scaring me.
Hold on.
You're scaring me.
You know, loving pictures. They love each other.
Look at that bicep, Tyler.
I know, right? Need a permit for those?
Those are slingshots. Those aren't guns.
Wow.
Dude, all I'm saying is I don't know if I don't want to trade Tyler Herro anymore. All I was just saying I was very impressed because the kid's got moxie. That's it.
No. So you don't want Dame.
I'm not saying I don't want Dame. I'm just, you know, here's what I would like to. Here's what I
wait, because this is 2 players now. This is 2 players you've done this with.
Who?
Because I didn't want to trade Jovic.
Right.
And then all of a sudden you were like, oh, can't have Jovic, too late. All right. Now, so here's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
If it were up to you, if Cronin just waits another 3 weeks, you'll want to run it back.
Maybe I do want to run it back because it's not really running it back. I'm going to battle with Jovic and Herro and Jaquez. Intangibles, dude. And
we got a new Tres Leches?
Right. And here's the other thing about it. If Cronin thought that he was gonna throw a little turd in the pool with, oh, Tyler Herro, he's gonna be disgruntled coming into camp. Well, guess what, Cronin? Not so, because He basically played with the whole hero. Jay Rich was there. Him and Jay Rich were teammates on this game.
Did Jay Rich stay in play?
Yeah.
Okay.
Not enough moxie though. Didn't hear about him.
He's just solid. I wouldn't say Jay Rich has moxie.
Now he's solid.
He's just solid. He's rock solid.
Can I just tell you, you couldn't get rid of him fast enough when they got rid of Jay Rich. Stop it.
What do you mean? For Jimmy Butler. I just think, like, here's the thing. If Cronin thinks he's going to put the screws to the Heat, guess what, dude? Now the Rabbits got the gun, okay? Because we are going into this. Yeah.
Hey, what are they shooting it with?
With their paws, like, you know. You know?
That rabbit is looking up like, what the hell am I supposed to do with this?
I'm telling you right now, dude. Like, this guy thought he was going to ruin and disrupt chemistry. And that's not the case. Bam, Tyler love each other.
You are so right, J Fig. Tobin is the ex that goes back once they see their former doing well without them.
There's something, dude. There's something about sweatpants hero. I'm telling you, sweatpants and a headband. That's a good look. Can he wear pants during a game?
I guess so.
He should.
I did see a poll that was like, "Who's better, playoff Jimmy or sweatpant hero?" And I was like, "What just happened? What has happened in this pro?"
Did you watch the game though, Marcos?
I watched a couple of the highlights. Not only did he have buckets, I didn't even realize that he had that much points just because of how many different highlights I saw. I saw some nice passes.
Yep.
I saw a great block. I was like, who the hell is that?
Sweatpants hero.
Sweatpants hero.
We got to think about some things, dude. All I'm saying is we got to think about some things. I'm not saying I don't want Damian Lillard because I want Damian Lillard.
No,
but
what you're doing is
we got to think about some things.
You're leaving yourself open for wiggle room. That's
I'm
all
not leaving myself. You think
Yes,
I'm looking for a way out, and I'm not looking for a way out. I'm just letting you know we got to think about some things. That's all.
Okay. There's nothing to think about. You want Dame or you don't. Because I know 2 weeks ago, you didn't care who. You said you can have anybody other than Jimmy and Bam. That were your words.
Yeah.
Right? Everybody, and as time has passed,
the facts have changed.
You're Cronin. You are Cronin.
I'm not Cronin.
Because
Don't
let me tell you why.
I'm not
Let me tell you
Cronin.
why.
Don't call me
Wait.
Cronin.
Let me tell you why. Because Cronin thinks as time plays out, then other teams will be able to show interest because the Heat may not want them.
Luis says that Dame would drop 100 if Dennis Smith Jr. guarded him all game.
Right.
You don't know that, dude.
Really?
You don't know that. Kid's
Really?
got moxie.
Wait, who's a better scorer? Dame or Tyler?
I mean, Dame is a more accomplished scorer than Tyler Herro.
Okay.
But he's only 23. You know, give him some time.
More accomplished?
Yeah, give more accomplished. That doesn't mean better. I mean, like, give him more time. Obviously, the guy who has the more established resume, you know, give him some time. Maybe he could match it.
You're the worst. You are the worst. How you try to work your way around all your own takes. I just sit back and watch you manipulate the world into thinking that what you said 5 minutes ago wasn't exactly what you meant.
I'm not manipulating.
Yes,
I
you
own
are.
what I said.
Yes,
like,
you do. Okay, what did you? Let's revisit.
What I've always said.
Let's revisit.
Okay, I'll say what I have to say. But the thing is like you want to be like one of these people that sticks to one thing all the time. I'm not. When the facts change, my opinion changes.
There's certain things you got to stick with. What you take, make that hot take.
No, not when the facts change.
The hot take of everybody's on the table except for Jimmy and Bam. I want Dame.
Right, but then if
Brody,
you
you take too long. I want Dame.
Okay, but if you are sitting here and if Dame doesn't want to make a stink and he doesn't want to, if he wants to play by the rules, what can I do? I mean, I got to move on. You got to move on.
Moving on from Dame.
I don't know if I am. I gotta figure it all out because the kid's got moxie.
All I'm asking you to do is one thing. Can we get something that you can say, book it, a definitive statement that you're not going to try to welch out of or wiggle room out of?
Absolutely.
Just one time. Give me a statement.
Gotta go to break. Be back after this.
I hate you. I hate you.
Yes, sir. Wade County. 16 years later, we done made history. 4 rings on our fingers, pockets getting fatter. We getting greater. I'm the son of a saint, still considered a sinner. 3 rings on his finger. Yeah, that boy was a winner.
Welcome back, everybody. Tobin and Leroy here with you on 560 WQAM. Taking you up until 2 here on the program. You guys can get on the chat. Miami 560 WQAM.
You're just going to keep moving, huh?
Keep moving what, dude? What? Why are you looking at me like that?
Because you all of a sudden act like you just, that's what you do. You go to break, you come back, you act like nothing happened, and then you continue on with the show.
I don't understand what the problem is.
You understand full well what the problem is. You keep changing your mind. You keep making statements of who you want to trade, who you don't want to trade. You keep saying how bad you want Dame, then you don't. It's like, I told you 3 weeks ago, just give it time, dude. It'll work itself out.
Okay. I mean, I am giving it time.
No, you're not.
How am I not giving it time?
Based on your last comments about Tyler Herro.
I just was impressed by his moxie, dude.
You said I'm not sure that I want to get rid of him.
I'm not sure that I want to get rid of him. You know,
really?
the kid's got talent and moxie.
We knew that beforehand.
I know, but you know what?
Did you not determine?
We haven't seen him play basketball.
Did you not determine when you were setting all this up that you feel Dame has more talent?
He's more accomplished. He's more accomplished.
No, dude. Dude. Because I'm going to tell you like this. If that's all it was, is the only reason why he is more accomplished than Tyler because he's been playing long, but Tyler could catch up to him, then you would never be talking about trading for Dame.
No, it's not true because Tyler may one day be good enough to get the Heat over the top, but he just may not be at that age. But what if this is the year? What if this is the year where it hits a crescendo, where we get to the point where Tyler Herro is good enough to help the Heat get over the top? You know, that's the big mystery of it.
Is that not the same thing I said about Jovic?
No, it's different because Jovic is so much younger. That's why. Like it's really not the same.
Okay. So without realizing what their talent can be, if you can get more talent, you trade them.
Yeah, but it's like you're kind of speeding up the process because of Jimmy's age. You know, it's a dance. It's a dance of timeline, you know?
Please explain to me this dance.
Okay, so you have let's say a dance floor, right? And you have some people are dancing the waltz and the other are doing the Macarena. And right now,
first of all, what kind of party are you at? Because if the two choices are waltz and Macarena, don't invite me.
All right. Well, the point is, make it you know, the gritty and the hokey pokey, whatever two dances you want. I don't care. The point is, when it comes to this, is I'm going to put Tyler Herro in. I'm going to put Tyler Herro out. I'm going to put him back in the trade rumors and I shake him all about. You do the whaley pokey and you turn yourself around. That's what it's all about.
No, I ain't buying it.
The point is, what I'm trying to say is,
yeah, please.
I don't know whether or not Tyler Herro will be the final piece on the same level of Jimmy Butler. You need that guy who could be the helping piece. And 2 playoffs in a row, he's gotten hurt. He wasn't very good. And then this one, he got hurt. I don't know if he would have helped or not. People assume, oh, they went and got to the finals. That means he was worthless. I don't know. I don't have answers to that. What I do have answers to is if you have Damian Lillard, pretty damn guaranteed sure that probably would have been good enough to get you over the hump. But maybe this is the year that Tyler Herro hits that next level and he is good enough. And when I saw him score 44 points in the Miami Pro League against John Wall and Dennis Smith Jr., I thought to myself, what if he is ready and we're making a big mistake? That's the waltz that we're doing.
Which is the same thing I said about Jovic, but I was more definitive in my thoughts about it, and I have stuck to it.
Okay, but it's not really like, it's an adorable thing to say, but here's what you're doing, because you're not a grown-up, is you're playing with just the potential of Jovic, and you don't really know. We've never seen Jovic play a full season of basketball. I've seen Tyler
Herro play in the playoffs.
It's not true. We've never seen him grow up again because he scored 37 points in the Eastern Conference Finals one year and when he was 19. All right.
Hold up, Peter Pan.
So say facts if you're going to argue. But the last couple of years,
you just complained about him being out for the last 2 postseasons.
Well, you said never. I just say get your facts right. That's all.
Never is a long time ago.
That's not never.
Oh my goodness. Don't try to flip this and put it on me as my facts not being accurate. You started a conversation with Tyler. We're talking about, well, we don't know where he is. He hasn't played the last 2 postseasons, and he's been injured, and he played poorly. And yes, you said that. Then you said, maybe he's here. Well, if maybe he's here, I can say the same thing about Jovic.
You can't say the same thing about Jovic. Jovic just played 4 games, like his whole career. At least Tyler Herro's at least got a resume. I mean, Jovic's resume is getting jacked. That's his resume right now.
Marcos, like you.
What is he? What?
I know that's your boy, but can you help
Why?
him out?
Oh, don't. It's very unbecoming to beg for support.
I'm not begging. Really? Really? Says the guy who asked for
points.
So let Frog Boy speak for himself. What say you?
My favorite part was Moxie reiterated.
Kid's got moxie. He
had moxie before he scored 44 in the pro league.
But you know what? Sometimes you need moxie reiterated, and the kid's got moxie. You know, he shows up to this gym.
Moxie reiterated.
It's like double moxie right there.
Dude, stop replaying clips. What's your opinion on this Tyler Herro?
Wow. I think Tyler Herro is good. Very good. I don't think he's as good as Dame necessarily.
Fair point.
But because Cronin is taking, what's the count up to? Like 42 days at this point? 43?
Something like that, yeah.
Don't look at the days it's taken. Look at days until camp starts.
Well, I'm looking at how long the deal has been on the table based off of yesterday's performance. I may take Tyler off the table. I'll give you a little sweetener. Actually, Jaime went to the pro league. Didn't really hear too much about him. You can have Jaime.
I know it was pretty good too, but he wasn't Tyler Herro good.
Doesn't have enough moxie.
Maybe he's a different player. Like he's not. Tyler Herro's a bucket.
Right.
Everybody ain't a bucket. Dame is a better bucket than Tyler.
More accomplished.
No.
You keep saying that. And
you're saying, wait. You're saying more accomplished as if Tyler at some point will be as good as Dame.
Possibly. Maybe. We don't know.
Then don't say it.
Well, we don't know.
At this point.
I mean, we're quibbling, but if you say yes, at this point, Dame is better, but we're saying the same thing.
That's why you wanted to trade him for Dame.
You're right. That's part of it. But now
that's
I
the
don't
whole
know.
thing is that you thought Dame was better.
It's hard to look. It's hard not to look at what he just did on Friday night.
In the pro league?
Oh, dude, it was the championship, though. He tied it with 11 seconds left. I don't know why they didn't give him the ball in the last 10. Like that was stupid.
You know who they would have given it to? You know who they would have given it to? Dame.
Dame, yeah.
I don't know.
You do know.
You
do know.
I don't
Stop
know.
lying. You do know.
Hard to say.
You do know.
It's not that hard to say.
Because you know why? Everybody want to see Dame time.
Yeah.
It's just I think Cronin tried to play. He played himself. Like he tried to say, "Oh, we're going into camp, and it's going to be awkward for you guys." And Bam and Tyler seem to love each other, and that plan's not going to work for Cronin.
Tatum, but he ain't playing here.
He will one day.
Oh, dude!
Everybody can get ready for 2027 Tatum. It's happening.
Wow, it's Monday.
You're planning ahead.
It's Monday. You planned in the future, but you changed your mind 5 times in the last 5 minutes.
You got to be able to adjust, dude. You like to stick on one voyage. You know, I'm like Magellan, all around the world.
Wow.
I cover the seas.
Wow.
Magellan, that's where we're going with now.
Yeah,
that's impressive.
The most accomplished explorer of them all.
That explains why you flip-flopped on Neymar this show.
Flip-flopped on Neymar, flip-flopped on Mbappe, because first he said, "Oh, he's going to take that money," and then he goes, "He's an idiot."
He's French.
Right?
He's French Bradley Beal. Like, oh, I want the rumors all about me, and then all of a sudden, he re-signs for the Supermax. He's French Bradley Beal. Oui.
He's more accomplished than Bradley Beal, though.
I wouldn't doubt that. I mean, yes, he very accomplished. Very
He's one of
accomplished.
the top 5 soccer players in the world.
Yeah, but it's still a very look at me move. Like, oh, I want to go somewhere
So
else.
what?
And then you stay with France.
The
Okay.
top 5 in the world?
Yeah,
You get a little special treatment.
not for me.
He turned down $700 million.
If there's one thing about me, it's I'm gonna
turn down $700 million.
It's not about turning down or keeping or whatever, but I'm accountable, and I'm not gonna
You're
allow
not
you
accountable.
to. Oh,
You're
I'm
fighting
accountable
on
to
snow because you're not.
No, if there's one thing that I am, it's accountable, and I'm not going to allow Mbappe to mess with our feelings here and be like, "Oh, maybe I'll go somewhere else." But the whole time, all you wanted was the money from PSG.
I got a headache. You have really done it this time.
Well, we'll take a break, and then we'll come back, and maybe you'll feel better. All right, welcome back, you rascals. Tobin and Leroy here with you on 560 WQAMO. Hello, Jennifer.
Hello, flip-flopper.
What am I flip-flopping about? I don't understand this.
Everything.
What is your guys' big problem with me today? You know, the quibble quartet over here. You, J-Fig, Marcos, and the Twitchers and YouTubers. A quibbling quartet is what you guys
We
are.
can't all be wrong.
Yeah, I was gonna say if everyone feels the same way. Yeah,
I mean, but I'm not saying I don't want Damian Lillard.
Yes, you were. You
I'm
said,
not saying
I don't
I
know.
didn't say that. I
Like
said I
you
don't
were
know.
changing your mind.
I didn't though. I haven't
You
changed
also
my mind.
backtracked on Jovic.
I didn't backtrack on Jovic. I haven't backtracked. I've said from the get-go is that if you told me it takes giving up Jovic to get Damian Lillard, I'm there. Do I want to give
You
up
said
Jovic?
the same
No.
thing about Tyler, though.
Nah, listen. It's different. Jovic is a project. Tyler Herro is a really good player already.
I just have no words for you. I really don't.
That was a quibbling quartet. I gotta write that one down.
Yeah. The quibbling quartet. You, Frog Boy, J Fig the Murderer, Leroy Horde, and the cohorts there on the chat from Twitch and YouTube. The quibbling quartet. That's what you guys are.
Gotcha. So it's not you, it's us.
You guys can't just look at me disappointed and think you're going to bully me into a new opinion. Like, that's not how it's going to work.
Wait,
We don't have to bully you into
make
a new opinion. You
change
do it by yourself.
Right. Oh my goodness. You making it sound like you have been firm in what you want and how you want it and what you want to trade and what have you. But the fact of the matter is you've changed your mind 8 times.
I haven't changed my mind. I want Damian Lillard. That being said, Tyler Herro, impress me with his moxie, and so if it doesn't happen, I'm fine.
Didn't you not just send out a tweet a couple of weeks ago that said Jovic is off the table?
Exactly.
My tweets are parody though. Like that's not a source of the show is the source of record.
-1 for sheer show poniness.
Why?
-1 for show poniness.
The show is the take of record.
We can't. That's just it. What take is on record? You have 8,000 of them, all about the same topic.
Keep them in line.
They're not in line though.
Talk to the Lilybad librarian over here.
Ooh, that's a new one. See how he tries to do it? He tries to lure us with his funny little names and stuff.
I'm not trying to lure anything. I'm just very impressed. Tyler Herro's got moxie.
He had moxie before the Pro League day. But I don't understand why all of a sudden you find this newfound adjective to describe Tyler. He's always been a bucket getter.
I understand, but it took
But wait. But Dame is a better bucket getter.
Yeah, but you know what? It shows something to show up to the city where you have a lot of trade rumors swirling around you and a gym full of fans. You put on a show. That's moxie, dude.
You know what makes that easier to deal with?
Fall in love with that word this
I got
weekend?
this. You know what makes that easier to deal with?
Huh?
130 million.
Fair. I'm not saying that, he's taken care of. But no, you can't deny that moxie was shown today.
And Dame doesn't have moxie?
Yeah, But like I've recently it was like Mox in a box, dude. Moxie got delivered to me.
I gotta tell
right
you,
in the front door.
Can I just say this? End of the game, one shot, season on the line.
Yep.
70% of the fans of this league would pick Dame Dollar.
You might be right.
Okay.
Do you want to know who was the best fourth quarter in that situation the last year?
Who?
Tyler Herro.
Is that accurate?
It is. It's a stat, dude. It's a stat.
No, it's not. Find that stat. Find that stat. You are fake Googling.
I'm not fake. Listen, we gotta get some headlines brought to you by the new Palmetto Ford Truck Super Center. Whoa. Why buy your truck at a car store? Palmetto Ford.
Fake Googler. We know trucks.
You know what I always say about Leroy Horde? I say when he's right, he's right. That's what I always say. And so Tyreek Hill today was wearing the orange jersey at practice. It's back. But Leroy made the point last week because I thought Mike McDaniel was sending a message. He was not. Mike McDaniel explains why there was no orange jersey last week at practice with the Falcons.
It's more joint practices. It's kind of tricky. I don't feel like putting a bullseye on somebody's back. For no reason, like,
word!
Yeah. He got the better of you today. Yeah, just so you guys know, we know too. Like, so it's more of that. But there were players that were deserving of it, but I wasn't trying to make target practice.
Yeah, when you're right, Leroy. I always say that.
He said exactly what I told you last week.
Just wanted to say for the record, you don't want to give you props.
You didn't have to. Mike McDaniel said it. Oh my God. One day, you're going to listen to me. When it comes to football, just once.
What?
You said that was garbage. That wasn't the real reason why.
I thought he was sending a message.
Said it exactly word for word. You couldn't have been any wronger.
Well, I mean, it's still possible that he was listening to the show and he goes, that's a good thing to say.
Really? I promise you, he could not have listened to this show and gave a response like he did in his last presser.
Huh.
He didn't listen to the show.
When you're right, you're right. That's why I'm trying to give you your flowers,
This is him being nice for everything he's done today.
No, I'm just giving it.
Even when he
done
says
a lot,
I'm giving
Tobin.
you your
My head
flowers,
hurts.
first of all, you know there's something else coming.
It's not, dude.
It ain't just you were right. Something's coming. So I'm buckling up.
There's nothing else. I've nothing else to say.
In my cup, and I'm putting on my huge shoulder pads. What you got?
I have nothing else. Props for props is due.
That was just you were right. That's it.
Yeah, I was impressed. I was like, I was listening back to the press conference yesterday. I was like, Leroy nailed it.
Why would I know this?
I don't know. I thought he was sending a message.
Why? Sometimes I feel like I'll say stuff on the show about sports, and you treat me like Solana.
No, that's not true. I respect your football opinion.
Really? No, here's what I get when I give you my opinion. Oh, dude, you don't know. Oh, dude, no.
It was back today, though. Tyreek Hill.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, dude. Oh, yeah. And no Igbenogany. Another interception. Picked off Skylar Thompson.
No, okay.
Which seems to be a going theme of camp.
It does seem to be a going theme.
I'd be more worried about Skylar than anything.
Hell, Jeez. Might be time to go to the XFL.
Last year really was the limit, wasn't it?
I mean, it's something to be said about, though, and I'll use Jacoby Brissett as a perfect example. He had his best year as a pro, but the situations that he put him in a position to succeed. So what I would say is that when you have good offensive-minded coaches, they understand the strengths and weaknesses of their quarterback, and they put him in those situations where they can be successful. So, yes, to your point, he throws too many picks, but when he was playing, they had a game plan surrounding what he does well, and it limits that. Now it's just standard, like everybody's running the same plays as Tua, and everybody isn't as accurate as Tua, so it's going to look awkward.
We'll take a quick break. You guys can get the show, Miami 560 WQAM on YouTube and Twitch. Back with more after this.
WQAM.
When I got the news today, I didn't know what to say.
All right, welcome back, everybody.
Who's this?
This is Luke Bryan. Drink a beer. Jimmy Butler was once in his music video.
Is that album still coming out? Didn't Jimmy Butler record an album last offseason?
I don't know, dude. He was supposed to like put an album together, but then he's Jimmy Butler. He has a lot of interests.
It's true.
So I'm not sure. But I think like Kane Brown said he was going to do a song with him because I think he said that to TC and Dina B on Kiss this year.
Yeah,
So,
I think we theorize if you went from a game or sat out of a game to go to the concert or something like that.
I don't think he did
Just distracted.
because of Shakira.
Yeah, you see
How
how,
mad would you be if
now once again she's done something to get in the middle.
No, what'd she do?
She ruined his
Number
album.
one, she was a mush. And number two,
I
ruined the album.
I was assuming she did something else. You're still on her being a mush?
I
something
love
else.
how J Fig just looked up and said she was a mush.
There are new rumors coming out, though. This is Shakira and Drake fuel romance rumors after discreetly leaving the same after party within minutes of each other in the wee hours.
Well, you know what? Now it's going to be a breakup album.
Wow, dude. Look at that.
I don't see them making sense.
Go hard.
Shakira's like 50.
Yeah, but you know,
Almost.
it's Drake.
Right,
By the way,
she's
apparently
running
she
by the
did
youth.
she did an ad where she reused her song and duets with a sandwich of some sort. Title of that song, Chips Don't Lie. Pretty good.
You're kidding, right?
That's good.
That's pretty good, Shakira.
It is good. Hope she got rich off that. Hey, let's get some goosies. Let's go back to D Wade's speech from this weekend. D Wade entering the Hall of Fame. This is how he closed it out. He had family members stand up. He had, obviously his kids. Then he had Gabrielle Union, then his mom. And then finally, the last person that he talked to was his dad. And here's how D Wade closed the speech.
Pops, I started this off thanking you, and I want to end it the same way. I owe you a debt of gratitude that I'll never be able to repay. When I would cry and say I can't, you made me go harder. You pushed me to limits that I didn't know were inside of me. The hard work I put in was because I didn't want to let you down. Those countless hours in the backyard, we would compete against each other like strangers. It built me to last. Those days that turned into late nights of me working on my left hand, so it was just as good as my right, it made me an unstoppable force. That time you got kicked out of the game as my coach and snuck back in the side door and coached me from the stands just to get kicked out again, it showed me that there was no limitations on how you would show up for me. It's the exact same way I try to show up for my kids. So even though I hated being called Little Dwyane, I admired you as a kid. I admire you now. We had the same exact dream. We carry the same exact name, Dwyane Tyrone Wade. To know we hustle all the way to the Basketball Hall of Fame is God's will. So, Pops, I know your knees are a little sore, but will you join me on stage as we take our rightful step into basketball heaven? This one right here, this one is for my father. I love you, and I'm thankful for you.
I love you too, man.
We in the Hall of Fame, dog.
Goosies.
Woo!
Goosies galore.
Woo!
That was hurtful.
That was goosies right there, dude. Woo! Got dusty in here.
Man.
Woo!
Yeah.
That's cool. Congrats to D Wade and his father for both going in the Hall of Fame.
Tell you what, we see parents and with youth sports that are extremely overbearing. But then we see some parents that push just enough, but not too much.
Yeah.
Right. And so we've seen both sides of it. I was lucky in my life that every single coach that I played for basically reiterated what my dad was telling me as a little kid about how to play, the effort you put into it, how bad you want it. No matter what, there are no excuses. And so I was fortunate that I never had to change how I played football from the time I was 10 till the time I was 33, because everybody basically had the same message.
It was really cool. And D Wade, excellent speech. Congrats to him. It looks like he had a really awesome weekend.
Yep.
And I watched his speech. I watched Pop's because everybody was talking about Pop's speech. So that was weird.
Was it
Well,
okay?
you know what?
Pop
Pop went into the Hall of Fame like he got into basketball.
Weird.
Right? Just he's different. He's a different bird. Everybody loves him, but he's just he's a different bird.
Didn't watch Dirk's. No interest.
Yeah, Dirk didn't do nothing wrong, man.
In fact, it was good to see.
You know what? Don't penalize Dirk because he played for Mark Cuban. That's not fair.
Dirk Nowitzki, D-Wade was the bigger man this weekend. Put his arms around him, made Dirk Nowitzki fun. He's like, hey, let's loosen up, big guy. And then all of a sudden, Dirk was doing wacky TikToks with D-Wade.
Oh,
now they're friends. Now they're friends.
Man, wait.
What?
D-Wade gets along with everybody.
That's what I'm saying. That's what maybe Dirk could have known that a long time ago.
Which shows his class. You know what I'm saying?
D-Wade?
Like even he could have went at Paul Pierce. I know a bunch of basketball players that would have snapped back against Paul Pierce and the nonsense he was saying.
Yeah, one of them would be Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan was hosing down people from 4th grade in his Hall of Fame speech.
Right. Right. Think about that though. If you are a high school basketball coach and you have Michael Jordan and he can't make your team, then you're a terrible coach.
Bad evaluator.
Right.
Agreed.
Right.
Bad evaluator. And, not everybody can be a great coach like Mike McDaniel, who's telling us about the relativity of time.
Maybe he just thought Jordan didn't have enough moxie.
Maybe he thought that Jordan, was old, and that's relative to his healing.
Dude, I got to tell you, I'm old and you don't heal.
Well, according to Mike McDaniel, the time is shorter.
It's not. Now, I will say this. The time is shorter for athletes relative to a normal person simply because you have learned how to play with pain. Right? And whereas a regular person, they won't feel healthy until they don't feel pain. An athlete feels healthy when his pain is tolerable. So just imagine how much time that cuts off an injury.
Did you see that yesterday was the first touchdown that Tyreek Hill had scored against Eli Apple in camp?
I mean, that's probably the first time he faced him.
It might have been. I don't know.
Yeah, like they're trying to keep my man's confidence up.
Been noticing that Christian Wilkins seemingly staying out of team drills lately. Little hold in.
No. No. You know why? You want me to tell you why Christian Wilkins isn't practicing in the team drills? Because they're tired of him ruining practice.
That actually might be true.
No, I'm telling you. They used to do it to John Randall all the time. Johnny, we're not getting anything done.
It's not his fault.
No, exactly. So you just sit him out.
Just you give Eichenberg a false sense of security?
Yes. How many here? Think about this. How many defenders is this O-line going to face like Christian Wilkins? 1, 2?
I don't know. But shouldn't you go, isn't that the whole point? You go against the best so you're ready for anybody.
The object of training camp is to get ready for the season. as far as knowing what to do, how to do it, or whatever, along with being competitive. If the defensive player is making it too difficult for any of that to happen, you ain't going to mysteriously get better at blocking Christian Wilkins overnight. So you just take Christian Wilkins out, figure he's gotten enough work in. The dude works hard as hell. And you give the offensive line an opportunity to get better.
We'll play a little all right, oh no, to close out a Monday. Back with more after this.
1, 2, 3, time to get into hockey.
All right.
Oh, no.
Oh, welcome back, everybody. Welcome back. It's Tobin and Leroy here with you on 560 WQAM. Give you a little update, training camp update here, brought to you by Miami-Dade County Public Schools Technical Colleges. Enroll today in one of their over 60 Miami-Dade County Public Schools Technical Colleges affordable training program to get fast-tracked to a financially rewarding career in 1 to 2 years. Convenient day and evening classes give you the flexibility you need while you learn. Go to careerinayear.com and get there. Dolphins, they practice today. They're getting ready for the Houston Texans this week. We'll bring you game day and sensor coming up Saturday at noon.
Woo!
Looking forward to that. Thank you to everybody tuning in for the inaugural episode on Friday. That was a lot of radio to do in a row.
Did you love it?
Oh, I loved it, dude. I loved it. It was great.
Nice.
Who doesn't love doing 8 hours uninterrupted of talking?
Ooh.
It was a lot. But anyway, Dolphins today. Christian Wilkins did sit out. Jalen Waddle, he missed practice, but it appears like he is doing better. Mike McDaniel saying that they're protecting for himself, being a little extra cautious with him. So no bigs there.
Any update on Barrios?
He apparently is missing practice because he has a stitches that need to heal. So that's what they're doing with him.
All right. Luckily, we have depth in that position because 2 of our guys gone there, and now before you know it, we may be using Easy E on that little pitch that he got.
Oh, Easy E, dude. He was something. But you, what?
Let me tell you this: be careful with guys sitting out or guys getting put on lists or stuff like that. Sometimes that's just done to have an opportunity to see the younger guys or other guys that, you know, once it gets to the point where we had to make decisions on guys, you're going to see those guys probably playing a little bit more and other guys not. Don't read into it as to why the other guy isn't.
Well, my all right goes to Devon A-Chain. Brooke showed something. Show you a little something. In what was not a very good performance for the team. The young guns, I thought, showed you a little something, especially A-Chain. Cam Smith, too, he got a little bit banged up. I had a huge tackle for loss in that game. So
it's pretty cool when you have a whole draft of players and young guys coming in and they all look like they can play.
Yeah.
We don't have a whole lot of questions about young guys yet.
Seems it seems like they may have hit early on these guys. Of course, it is just the first preseason game, but it was a nice performance from the young guys. Not great for the quarterbacks or special teams. Woo. Anyway, my oh no goes to Daryl Morey, you idiot.
Oh no.
You put yourself in this position where you the one guy who you backed all these years, you stab in the back, and now he calls you out and doubles down on calling you a liar. So that's tough. Although, Dame, take notes, dude. Let's go. Make a stink.
Are you not making up your mind?
Leroy, let's get to you.
My all right is going to go to 2 guys who just got inducted to the Hall of Fame that have been staples of their organization and of the community, and that is Zach Thomas and Dwyane Wade this week. Both phenomenal men. Never got caught up in nothing, right? And probably one of the easiest people to talk to when you talk to Zach or D Wade. Always there, right? Never had a problem talking to D Wade. Never had a problem talking to Zach. So it goes to them. Congratulations. It was well deserved. There should be no one with any doubts or questions or whether you should be in the Hall of Fame ever again, because you're there.
Yep.
My oh no. Dude, I'm going to be honest with you.
Yep.
That was one of the worst football games I've ever seen in my life. It was terrible.
It was terrible.
Oh no.
And with so many bright spots for it to look that bad is still like, I know it's preseason and I know it doesn't matter if you win or lose. You're trying to see some things. You're trying to get some guys some work against, NFL talent.
I just don't know what we're doing it for anymore, man. You're sitting 30 people. Like, what's the point of all this?
That's where I was getting to, is that if the preseason games are designed to get you ready for the season and you're not playing anyone, call it something else. Call it rookie season, where all the rookies and young players and guys off injury play the games.
Yeah.
And don't even play your vets. You know what I mean? But to call it a preseason game without you never know when your stars are going to play, if they're going to play. And a lot of times those teams start off sluggish. So there has to be a better way to do this. I don't know what it is. I'm speaking from a person. I hated camp, but that's because camp was a lot longer for me. But I did like preseason games. I like putting on the pads and competing against other people. And you didn't play that much. And if you're worried about playing 15 to 20 plays and you're worried about getting hurt, you're in the wrong damn sport. Football's physical. You can't learn how to be physical without ever being physical. So they need to do something. But Friday was not a reflection of what this team is going to be. And I think that's why it sucks so much, because we all know what we want to see.
Yeah, it's like, we get excited for all this time. It's like, it's like the joint practices mean more than the preseason games now. It's like,
Right.
Which is kind of stupid. Like, if you think about it, like,
it's everything. It's all the competition. But and I will say,
here's the thing I'd say. I will say, I'm never this guy, right, when it comes to the fans. But like, those preseason games don't get any cheaper, right?
Right.
And the fact that you got to pay to watch that crap, and yet, practice, like, who gets to watch practice? 400 people? Like,
Right.
Come on. What do we do?
They shouldn't get to see a better version of football than you get to see.
Right.
But I would say this. When you have Tyreek and Waddle and Tua competing against Atlanta all week, right? I don't necessarily know how much they need to play during the game, because you've played against those guys. You've competed against another team. But I will say this. There's no other way of practicing getting tackled and how to fall from getting tackled like being tackled. You got to learn how to get your body in good positions to get hit. And a lot of times you go into the season without ever being tackled. Come on. You got to do something. I don't know what it is. And I know I'm complaining about it, and I don't have a solution, because I know that I used to look forward to being able to, compete and put on the uniform and game time situations and stuff like that. We didn't have to do it the whole game, but you want to sit them out for the first preseason games, but then hope they make it for 18 weeks. Like, yeah, man. You did it again, dummy.
J-Fig, what do you got all right?
Doing that?
He does that all the time.
J-Fig, what do you got for all right?
He fidgets.
J-Fig, what do you got for all right? I don't know.
Okay, well, I was going to go for James Harden making the stink for my all right, but you kind of already mentioned it. So I'm going to say my all right is to our sister station, The Shark, for bringing the emo bands back and to our building.
They are keeping emo alive. The Shark.
They are. And I got a pick yesterday.
What is that? What does that say?
So one of the band that came yesterday.
What's it called? Pierce the Veil?
Yes.
Is that Paul Pierce's favorite band?
No. What happened, Leroy?
Tobin sent me this thing. What is that?
It's a hedgehog.
A hedgehog?
Yep.
He was
minus one.
He was balled up like a little.
Go at me for sending him things.
He was balled up like a little ball.
-1.
And then he brought the food out, and then he unrolled, and these arms just came out of nowhere.
Yep.
But he didn't grab it with his arms. So I'm trying to figure out, why did you bring your legs out if
I
you're
don't
not
know.
using them?
I don't know. I don't know why hedgehogs do the things they do. What's your 0-0, J-Fig?
I'm sorry. I apologize, J-Fig.
I don't know why you do the things you do, Tobin.
Oh,
Flip flopper.
Oh,
Oh no!
You're my oh no. You gave me a headache today.
Let me ask you something.
You did, dude. I'm telling you,
whoa,
there's a
whoa.
lot of Excedrin need to be taken after what you did today.
What did I flip-flop about? That's all I wanna know.
Everything.
A lot of things.
And then you try to avoid it by going to break. It's the only time you've been on time all
Or
year.
sending.
I don't understand. Like, what did I flip-flop about? Because I said Tyler Herro's got moxie?
No, you flip-flopped on Dame.
I didn't flip-flop on Dame.
You
I
said
want
I don't
Damian
know if
Lillard.
you said I don't know if I want him.
On your little
I didn't say
sweetener
that.
package as well.
I didn't say that. I didn't say that.
You flip-flopped on your sweetener package.
I didn't flip-flop on that.
You did.
Prove it.
Why is he like this? Why are you like this?
classic.
Marcos?
My all right. We've talked about various sports already. Basketball, football. My all right goes to the man on the pitch, the legend, the best soccer player in the world, the GOAT, Cristiano Ronaldo. Yeah.
I knew you were going to say that.
Ronaldo. He wins his first title, you know? Won his first title at Al Nassr. I don't know how to even pronounce it. And he did it single-handedly, damn near, with 2 clutch goals to win. What I appreciate is they gave him a boatload of money. He won in the championship. He did his job.
Wow.
It's my all right.
And they changed laws for him.
Changed the laws for him, but he did his part. If they did all that and he didn't win, wow. Horrible.
What's your oh no?
My oh no, much like Leroy mentioned, that was a very brutal game. Dude, it was not good. No aspects of it were.
I took 3.5 hours off of my DVR and had to erase some stuff. I had to erase NCIS New Orleans. I had to erase a movie. I had to erase all kinds of stuff to make room for that game. And then when I went back and watched it, I'm like, what did I just do?
Trash game, dude.
I can't get those movies back.
You can't get NCIS New Orleans back.
Black Adam.
Oh, you deleted Black Adam. Oh, damn, dude, The Rock. you put preseason Dolphins football over The Rock.
Isn't that on Netflix or something?
Yeah, I had to make space. I had to make room. You ever start watching something and realize that you don't have another hour, so you just record it? I have like several movies where it's like 40 minutes left, an hour. Look at this. Look at this. Wait, watch this. Wait. He's doing, look.
Give a little sniffy sniff, the hedgehog.
No, what?
Wait,
look at the legs.
Oh.
Wait, what about the other one? Oh. Just to eat it. He didn't even use his legs.
I changed my mind. That a hedgehog gets my all right.
I'm just saying.
That hedgehog's living life.
Wait, before he ate it, why did all his legs and hands have to come out?
I don't know, man.
You need all limbs on deck when it's time to eat, dude.
I thought he was going to grab it. Look,
man.
I thought he was going to explode. It looked like he getting gas or something. And
That's
first
so
of all,
strange.
Thank God the other foot came out. Otherwise, I wouldn't have thought that was I'm like, oh no.
Horny hedgehog.
Why is it off to the side?
Oh man. All right, everybody. That's our show. We will talk to you guys tomorrow.
Time is relative. I believe I'm older than you, so a week is technically shorter for me relative to my life.
Guess what, dude? Now the rabbit's got the gun. Okay, we are going into this. Yeah.
Hey, what are they shooting it with?
With their paws, like you know.
I told you, Mom.
Daryl Morey is a liar.
Hope you mother have a good day.